Yes, boys. Yes, what are we telling me, guys? What are you telling me? Is my mic working? It looks like it's working. It looks like everything is good to go. It is the Europa League Final. Who have we got in here? Who have we got in here? I'm expecting my boy to pop in at any moment now. Atomic Parrot. Yes. Something is going on with the audio, it looks like. I'm just trying to fix that. It does seem a bit fuzzy, but nonetheless, guys, as you can see, we've done a little upgrade here with the stream. A little upgrade. While I was away, I wasn't just chilling. You know, we were away working. We're working together to build something big here. Something big is coming. And it won't be possible without you absolute legends. And it won't be possible without my audio getting fixed. Where is... That can get muted. Alright. Let's just fix this 1 second. I don't know what's going on with it. But who have we got in here nonetheless? Well, it will be just a second and we're good to go. Who have we got in here? Have we got anyone yet? Have we got anyone yet? Let's get some hype going in here. Europa League final time. Can Ole Gunnar Solskjaer win his first ever trophy as Manchester United manager? Or will Unai Emery make it 4 Europa League titles for the man himself? For the main man, should I say. Should I say indeed. Let me just add an audio source. Audio capture device. Audio output capture. Or audio input capture. Yeah, here we go. Now this needs a little filter. A little filter. Have we got anyone in here? Have we got anyone in here? I can see 3 viewers. I can see 3 viewers, but... I can see 3 viewers. But not any names in the chat. Not any names in the chat. Of course, we are just still starting. I am just gonna add some stuff here. Noise suppression. Compressor. And noise gate. And hopefully this mic is working now. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, boys. The mic is working. Everything is good to go. Let's have a look at the lineup, shall we? Let's have a little look at the lineups. Is this working now? Here we go. Why is this not picking up the screen? That's my question. Hang on a second. Yes. All right, here we go. Why can I hear myself is the question. All right. Like I say, Didn't mean to go there. For Villarreal, we have Moreno and Baca starting up front. Trigueros, Parejo and Capu in the midfield, finished off by Pino Santos. Parejo, a free signing, of course, from Valencia. A guy who is actually one of Valencia's best players, and it really does go to show the absolute demise of Valencia over the past year or two. They had to sell all their players. There was a max exodus. They just couldn't afford to keep them. They were in a right state. Of course, Leeds picking up Rodrigo, Villarreal picking up Parejo. I believe Trigueros. Did Trigueros end up leaving them? No, Trigueros, I don't know if he came from Villarreal, from Valencia, or if he was always there. But nonetheless, that is the Villarreal starting 11. Now let's have a look at the Man United starting 11. Of course, we got Cavani up top. El Matador finished up in the midfield with Mason Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford. So a very tasty lineup, if I do say so myself, in the midfield. And then it looks like he's going all guns blazing podcast style for the win, Solskjaer, because his midfield is going to be finished off with Pogba and McTominay. No Fred and McTominay. What do you guys think of that one? What do you think of Pogba playing in this new holding midfield role? I know he's played there a couple of times before, but do you think he can do the job there? Do you think he's, should we say, stylistically or tactically inept? Too stylistically or tactically inept to play in that position? Or do you think he can do the job? Of course, his work rate and his tracking back has been an issue. And with, you know, lightning pace, lightning quick attackers like Baca coming at you, that could serve a bit of an issue. In the back line, we do have Luke Shaw, Lindelof, Eric Bailly and Wan-Bissaka, with, of course, Harry Maguire still being out due to that injury he picked up just before the Liverpool game, with David De Gea starting in goal. It is now 20 minutes to kick off. 20 minutes until the action starts. Who have we got in here? I can see two viewers. I can't see the name. I want to know who you are, because I love you. So I want to be able to give you the praise and the shout out that you deserve for being in here. For being in here, helping out the family, helping out the boys. And what a big game it is. I'm thoroughly excited for this one, if I do say so myself. Does anyone know what it's on? I believe it's going to be on BT Sport. Or it should be on BT Sport at least. I believe it will be on BT Sport. Let me just tweak this thing a second. Noise suppression. Sounds about right. You know what? That all seems about right. How's my audio? How does it sound for you guys? Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's all right. But nonetheless, we do have 3 of you in here now. And as you can see, if you are just joining me, there's been a bit of a channel renovation. You know what I mean? Got some overlays, got some graphics now, got some transitions. We've got it all looking silky, smooth and nice. It's all looking clean now. There's no more tacky stuff going on. This is the real deal now. You come here for the real deal. Speaking of the real deal, let's get the game on, because that is definitely going to be the Real Deal. It is, of course, on BT Sport. Let's get this going. Is it lagging, by the way, or is it smooth? How is it? How is it? You guys, of course, are watching. I can only see a little snippet of the screen, so I can't tell you how well it actually is looking or how well it's coming across. Is it smooth? Is it buttery? Is it choppy? All things we will find out very shortly. Added a little chat box as well for you fellas. So if anyone does type in the chat, it will come up as so. Actually, let me just test that theory. Let me just do a little tester, shall we? This is the first stream trying out all these new little tricks of the trade. And there it is. Now we're cooking. All right, the game is now 19 minutes to kick off. And another thing I have sorted out is the timer. The timer is going to be sorted out now. It is going to be there. What can I say? There's just been upgrades. And this is just the start, all right? This isn't the end. In a couple weeks, in a few more weeks, maybe even for the Champions League final in just a couple of days, there'll be even more tweaks to this, even more renovations, shall I say. But most importantly now, forget this absolute dross. It's time to hit some of these boys, isn't it? So whoever's in here, cheers, toast your beer with me, and let's have a little drink and get ready for what is going to be a thoroughly exciting game. They're showing Bruno Fernandes's stats: 57 appearances, 28 goals and 18 assists, totaling it up to 36 goal contributions in 52 games. Absolutely mesmeric, absolutely quality, absolutely world class. And to that, I say cheers, lads. That's good. That is very, 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 very good. Much like Europa League football is very good. Unfortunately, my team couldn't quite qualify. I'd have loved it. I'd have loved it to see if my boys could qualify. Unfortunately, that was not the case. It was not to be. Let's have a little look at what Twitter's saying. What does Twitter think about this game? What are the thoughts of the fans? What are the consensus? What is the consensus, rather? Not what are the consensus. That doesn't really make any sense, does it? Doesn't really. Let's have a little browse over here. Which Manchester United players have impressed you in Europe this season? Well, this geezer most definitely has not. It's been another average season from him, in my opinion. Pretty average. Pogba played it right. Again, this is the question. This is where the game could all come down to. Because as we know in football, the midfield, the game is won and lost in the midfield. Depending on how well your midfielders play or how well you manage to win or operate in the midfield battle really has a massive telltale sign to how the game's going to go. If you can't dominate the midfield, if you're getting outrun, outworked, outgunned in the midfield, then usually it is very, very bad sign for you. So can he do the business in this holding midfield role, or will Unai Emery have something up his sleeve to ensure that that is not the case? Tune in and find out in just a matter of 15 minutes. Can I get some score predictions going in the chats right now? What do you think the score is going to be? Who do you think is going to score first? Who do you think is going to win? All things that we all need to find out. As for this guy, Wan-Bissaka, Aaron Wan-Bissaka just left out of the England squad. What do you guys think of that one? Do you think it was the right decision to pick Trent Alexander-Arnold over him? Do you think it was the right decision to pick Trippier and Walker over him? For me, I think the first two choices on the team sheet will always be Trippier and Kyle Walker. I feel like Kyle Walker is the best right back we have. Trippier has more experience, good tournament experience as well, playing in that right wing back role. I mean, do you remember the World Cup? He was absolutely phenomenal in that World Cup. He was simply world class. I mean, that free kick in the semi-final. Oh, I still have dreams about it. If only Kane squared to Sterling, how different it could be. And how different it could be this summer, as Euro 2020 or Euro 2021, whatever you want to call it, is just around the corner. Oh, it's about to get exciting, boys. It's about to get tasty. Villarreal must win this final, coming from a Chelsea fan. This guy clearly thinks Bruno Fernandes has been their most impressive player. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Marcus Rashford? Relaxed, ready Rashford. Is he relaxed though? A man who has been constantly plagued with injuries and constantly played through those injuries that he has been plagued with. Is he going to be fit enough to do the business tonight? I'll let you guys decide. I'll let you guys decide on that one. 15 minutes to go. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Updates, eh? Let's have a little look at what these geezers are saying. Man United hopes of silverware hang in the balance as they face... I don't really want this video playing. Thank you very much. They clash with the Spanish club in Gdansk in Poland. Oh, is that where it is, in Poland? My geography shit, I just knew it was in Gdansk. Forward Anthony Martial was unable to make the 26-man squad for the final due to a knee injury, while defender Harry Maguire was only fit enough to make the bench after staying an ankle injury. The United captain did not take part in an open training session. Apart from that, we're looking quite good. So do you think Harry Maguire will come on off the bench? Do you think he will feature? Or is it looking like he's probably not going to get any game time? He's probably not going to feature at all. Love to hear what you guys have to say about that. These are, of course, the starting 11s again. Rui, Foyth, Albiol, Pau Torres, Pedraza, Parejo, Capu, Trigueros, Gerard Moreno, Baca, and Pino. Whilst Man United have Cavani, Rashford, Fernandes, Greenwood, Pogba, McTominay, Shaw, Lindelof, Bailly, Wan-Bissaka, and David De Gea. Fred injury prompted Pogba decision. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realise Fred was injured. Oh, damn. What? Fred has been injured this week. He only trained last night. He got through the session, but we didn't want to risk him for the full 90. Unfortunately for him, he got that knock against Fulham, but this team has played together before, so we're ready. Oh, okay. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. But could that be the telling decision of the game that they were forced into making, but still a decision they made nonetheless? And could that be the straw that breaks the camel's back in terms of that midfield battle? Or will Paul Pogba have the game of his career and get himself his second Europa League final in, I believe, his second Europa League trophy in, I believe, 3 to 4 years now? Or will, do you reckon he'll feature, Fred? Because by the sounds of it, he says he wouldn't be able to make the full 90. So I feel like if it's not working and they are getting outrun in the midfield, do not be surprised if Solskjaer is to make a little change, a little switcheroo, shall we say, and bring Fred in for potentially Pogba, probably. Very unlikely that he'll bring him in for Scott McTominay, but potentially Pogba. And what do you guys think of Scott McTominay? I know he's been coming under a lot of flack from Man United fans. A lot of flack from Man U fans. I wonder what you guys think about that. Here you go. The fans are in full force. Descended to the Polish city ahead of kickoff with 10,000 supporters allowed to attend the 43,000-seater stadium. And this is what we're talking about. Get the fans back in. Get them in the stadium. And speaking of fans being in the stadium, oh, I heard some exciting news the other day. So all I'm saying, the Euros, apparently after June 21st, all social distancing rules will be exempt. There'll be no longer push, Fugazi, gone. But not only that, apparently so will any restrictions on mass gatherings or big events, which could potentially allow us to have a full 90,000-seater stadium for the Euros after the Croatia game, and after potentially allowing up to 50, 60, 70, 80 or 90,000 England fans into the stadium. Boy, that would be tasty. That would be very, very, very tasty. Pogba says that winning the Premier League is his next step. I'm saying what I can achieve. Maybe the next step is to stay and play in one position to help my team win the Premier League. That's the next step. That's what I'm saying. Everything is possible. If you don't believe it, then there is no point in playing, which is 100% correct. However, maybe the next step. Wouldn't fill me with a lot of confidence if I was a Man United fan. It really wouldn't. This may be right here. Ooh, maybe, baby, please. I think sometimes, this is coming from Rio Ferdinand, I think sometimes at a point in your career, you need to be given a little shot. I think De Gea fell out of form, which is 100% correct. Like I was saying, he did indeed fall out of form. And sometimes, no matter who you are, you can be player of the year for the last 4, 5, 6 years. But that's not good enough. Not good enough. His performances were not good enough. It wasn't cutting the mustard. It's as simple as that. He could be back to his best. And the fact he is playing, didn't Dean Henderson play in quite a few Europa League games, or am I mistaken there? I thought Dean Henderson was the cup goalkeeper, but maybe not for the Europa League. I think it's right call to go with the experience. To be honest, I think, yeah, I don't rate Dean Henderson too highly, to be honest. So I definitely think it's the right call to go for your man David De Gea. Anyway, I definitely do think that is the right call. But what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with them? Do you agree with that decision? Or do you think it was the wrong decision to go with him in there? 6, 7, 8 minutes to kick off now. Let's get these beers down here. Let's get these beers going. Just 6 minutes to go now. 7 minutes, sorry. My timekeeping is all over the gap. 7 minutes until the big one, the Europa League Final. Can I get some score predictions going, boys? Can I get some score predictions going in the chat? Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think the best player of the game is going to be? The potential man of the match? Who do you think the first goal scorer is going to be? Because, hey, I need to put a bet on. I need some cashola, you know. Times are tough right now. Times are very, very tough indeed. And I need to make some cashola. So if you guys can steer me in the right direction for my bet, then that would be very, very, very much appreciated indeed. To anyone that is just joining me, let's have another little look at the lineups that are going to be in play, in full force and in action. What do you guys think of them? This is the big talking point for me right here. Paul Pogba in that holding midfield role. Of course, as we just found out, Fred is injured. He only trained last night for the first time, and he is not going to be fit and ready to play a full 90. So will he potentially come on? Do you think he should come on? And do you think this is secure enough against what is a very threatening counter-attacking side? Unai Emery likes to play his counter-attacking football. He likes to sit deep. He likes to play very conservative. And then bang, strike you on the counter-attack. And with lightning-quick attackers like Moreno and especially Bacca, could that cause problems for Manchester United? Do we have any Manchester United fans in here? That's my question. 6 minutes to go. Of course, Bruno Fernandes, they'll be expecting a big, big performance out of him. He is the man they usually look to in the big games. The man who pulls them out of the gutter. The man who does the business for them. And the players are starting to line up. The players are getting ready. It is just 5 minutes now till kickoff. Boy, this is about to get very, very, very tasty. And let me just check that my clock is working. And it is. It is indeed. I will start it after a minute just to make sure that I don't mess up and I don't miss the time of the game. And that it can all be synced up very nicely for you guys there at home. Better timer this time. Of course, I know in my past dreams, it is a running meme, it is a running joke. My timer is usually a bit shit, it's a bit out of sync, it's a bit out of kelter, should we say. But this is a new timer. This is a new and reformed JTLive that you're watching here. And thank you to anyone that does show up. It does mean a lot, as I always say. I love talking to you guys. I love watching football with you guys. And how's the stream? How's it looking? Is it looking good? Is it smooth? Is it shaky? Is the audio messed up? I hope it's all clean. It seems all good on my end. But obviously I can't speak for you lot. There we go, here we go, here we go. before the final starts, before the action starts, I am just going to quickly, ever so quickly, run to the toilet. So I'll be back in literally 30 seconds. It'll be the quickest toilet trip you've ever seen in your career, I can assure you. What did I tell you? Was that rapid or was it rapid? And speaking of rapid, there are a few rapid players out there now lined up. They are singing the song. It is time to go. It is time for action. It is time for kickoff for the Europa League Final. I am buzzing and I can't wait to watch a good game of football. I'm very, very excited for this one. How excited are you guys feeling? Are you feeling exciting? Are you ready and raring to go? I certainly hope so, because I certainly am. Come on, boys. I want to see a good game of football. I want to see intense action. I want to see quick action. I want to see quick passing movement, an attacking game, not a conservative game. You're here in the final and you're here to win. I want to see both sides absolutely go for it. I know you wouldn't really necessarily see that from an Unai Emery side, but I certainly hope today that is exactly what we get. We got 3 people in here. What are your score predictions? Who do you think's going to win? And are you a returning viewer, a new viewer? I love you all the same. I love you all for tuning along and coming along to the stream. It does mean a lot. The game is about to kick off any moment now. I've got my beer. Have you got your beer? That's my question. Because it's a final. And as you know, whenever there's a final, a beer is needed. And why is my audio... It says my audio... It's saying my audio bitrate is lower than usual. It's saying it's 0. I don't understand that. I do not get that. Here we go. The lineups are out. The players are ready. It is time to rumble. Rumble in the jungle and rumble in the jumble. Indeed, they will. Come on. Let's kick this game off. Let's get this game going. You can hear the fans roar in the stadium. You can feel the energy coursing through the headset, coursing through my veins. And I certainly hope that that audio is not coming through to you guys, because that would be not only annoying for you guys, but it would also make my stream get banned and kicked off, because that is quite illegal. Bruno Fernandes getting ready for the kickoff. And he has kicked off. We have kicked off. And let's get ready to rumble. Let's just get that timer ready. We've got a like. Thank you very much. Easy win, Atomic Puppet. Hey, I've been waiting for you, Puppet. My man. What do you think of the What do you think of the changes? What do you think of the little renovations? You know? I said I'd get an overlay going. I said I'd sort it out. And hey, and what do you think of Paul Pogba in that holding midfield role, Atomic Puppet? I know that's going to be an area of contention. Do you think he can do the business there? Do you think he's going to be good enough in that thing? In that holding midfield role? Or do you think that could cause a problem? 4-0 United! That's quite a statement. That's quite a statement. 4-0. I can see you're very confident. I can see the confidence is coursing through your veins. I'm just getting ready on the timer. I do want to make sure it's completely synced up. So here we go. 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120. All right, there we go. There we go. We're in time. We're in sync. We're ready to rumble. 4-0 United, you say. What's giving you this confidence? What's giving you this confidence? Of course, the lineup is a bit... Pogba is going to boss the midfield. Well, I hope for your sake he's right. I'm not one of those people that likes to get on Pogba's back and slate him. But I just don't know about him in this holding midfield role. I think that's the only question for me. I hope for his sake that he can do it in the midfield role and that it's no problem for him. It's just for me, I've heard a lot of criticism about his ability to track back, his ability to, you know, perform in the big games. But for his sake, you know, I think on the ball he's quality. Where did Leeds finish this season? We finished 9th, mate. We finished 9th. Could have squeezed into 8th if it wasn't for Arsenal beating bloody Brighton. And of course, it was flipping Pepe again and Martinelli who did the business for them. Cavani and Mason are on form. Well, hey, this could be massive for Mason Greenwood, couldn't it, mate? If Mason scores in this final and stamps his name onto the map, wow, that would be big for him, wouldn't it? That would be massive. That would really be a statement. That would really, really, really be a statement. He could really mark his authority right now. I'm happy to see you join, mate. I tell you, I started this stream, I was waiting, and I knew it was a Man U game, and there was one man in particular I was waiting for. I was waiting for my boy Atomic Puppet, and you're in here now. It's just good. Have you got your beer at the ready? That's my question. That's my question, Atomic. Have you got your beer at the ready? Because I certainly do. And you are in a final, mate. How good does that feel? I can only dream of playing in a Europa League final. I know for you, it's probably like, it's a Europa League final. I want to play in the Champions League, boss. Yes, I did see the England 33-man squad. What did you guys think of that? I mean, that 33-man squad was questionable in the, if you ask me. I like Ben White's addition in there. I mean, how Patrick Bamford was snubbed from that. Oh, I mean, that is disgraceful. Patrick Bamford is the only English goalscorer that's got more goals than him is Harry Kane, and yet he picks Calvert-Lewin and Watkins ahead of him. Absolutely ridiculous. No Luke Ayling, no Jack Harrison. Absolutely crazy. And none of this man, Wan-Bissaka. What did you think of that? What do you think of Wan-Bissaka losing out? And Wan-Bissaka, of course, starting now in the final. Leeds will never experience it. Oi, I can only dream. I can only dream that one day we will. I can only dream that one day we will experience it. I can only dream. Not even a cat. Oi. Alright, you're getting cheeky now, mate. You're getting cheeky. Speaking of cheeky, Luke Shaw's looking cheeky on that attack there, but you're getting cheeky, and I don't like it, alright? We will potentially get a Carabao Cup. And give us a few years. No Phil Jones, for fuck's sake. Again. What a shame. No Phil Jones in the Euros. That could really cost us. And Luke Shaw with a lovely ball in here. Cavani has a chance early. And he's been shrugged off the ball. Brilliant defending by Juan Foyth there, the former Tottenham Hotspur player. But I see what you're saying, mate. It's criminal. It's absolutely criminal that Phil Jones has not been picked for the England squad. Absolutely disgusting. Not even in the 33-man squad. That's poor. Man United have started this game well, though. They've been putting Villarreal under quite a bit of pressure. And it's looking good for them so far. Of course, it's only 5 minutes in, and this is how we expect Villarreal to play. Villarreal are very conservative under Unai Emery. And he's been there, he's done it before. He's won 3 Europa Leagues. Can he make this his 4th Europa League trophy? Or can Solskjaer make it his first trophy at Manchester United? I'm sure Man U fans would love to see Solskjaer win it. I know he's a divisive character. I know some people like him, some people loathe him. But he is a club legend. Who do you think will start, Pickford or Henderson? Now, who would I start is Jordan Pickford. I think Jordan Pickford is the best England goalkeeper. I feel like he's a better goalkeeper. As Marcus Rashford comes in here, gives it to McTominay, who rips a shot wide. I think Jordan Pickford, for me, is the better goalkeeper. I feel like, for England especially, he's a lot better than when he plays for Everton. And I feel like he'll go for him. Because I feel like, Southgate's a man who has his favourites, as shown by like the pickings of Watkins and stuff like that. So I do think he will start with Pickford. And he's got tournament experience. He's got experience of getting to a semi-final and making vital saves in a penalty shootout. So it's not exactly a bad thing. And I do like how he's a shithouse. But either way, they're good options, aren't they? They are good options. This is looking good for Man U so far, though. Really putting Villarreal under the cosh there. Lovely challenge by Wan-Bissaka. Looking intense. You must be licking your lips looking at this, mate. You must be absolutely licking your lips. Seven minutes into the game. 7 minutes 23 seconds to be precise. But who would you start, mate? Would you think, obviously you're a Man U fan, so I presume you're going to say Henderson over Picky. But do you think that that's warranted? Marcus Rashford now on the ball. Do you think that he's warranted a start over him? Can't start in the Europa League Final, of course, going for experienced David De Gea instead, which I think is probably the right call. I don't know what you guys think about that David De Gea being picked over him, but I think it's probably the right call. But do you think you would start him over Pickford, mate? Let's see what's happened here. There's a bit of controversy. So Rashford there, that's a free kick. Hey, that's a free kick if you ask me. That's a bad foul. That should be a free kick. That should be a free kick. I would choose Pope, but he's injured. Pope? What? You choose Pope over Pickford and Dean Henderson. I'm sorry, I'm not Dean Henderson's biggest fan, yeah? But Pope, I don't rate Pope on the ball. I think Pope, for me, is actually the worst of the three. I think, for me, he's actually the worst of the three. But that's just what I think he can do with the ball at his feet, and I feel like he's massively let down by that. But I really like Pickford, man. I like him as a character. I like him as a person. And there's an injury here. Someone's down. But yeah, I'm very excited for the Euros. Are you excited for the Euros, mate? Honestly, I feel like we have a great chance of winning this. And the majority of the games are in Wembley. And with potential 90,000 fans in the stadium. That would be absolutely massive. There's an injury here. It's Juan Foyth. It looks like Juan Foyth is going to go out. No, is he going to carry on? He's going to soldier on by the looks of it. What a boy. What an absolute animal Juan Foyth is. All from Rashford. So he's fouled Rashford. And it looks like he's injured himself in the process. Is this going to be a free kick is my question. Because that should be a free kick. He's absolutely cleaned him out. But yeah, what is it about Pope that you think you think makes him the main man? I guess probably goalkeeping. You probably value that more than the ball at the feet. But I definitely agree with you that Pickford is probably better than Dean Henderson. Villarreal calmly passing the ball around the back here. Man U charging forward, putting them under the cosh. Really putting them under the cosh here. Do you think Rashford's fit enough? When you watch Rashford, do you think he's still nursing that injury? Because you guys have played him through injury like crazy. I'm sure you'll know even more than me, Puppet. But he's, you know, he was never fit and he was constantly getting played through injury. He wasn't even training and then they play him. Shot-stopping ability for Nick Pope. Yeah, I guess so. I think Pickford has good shot-stopping ability, but obviously that's down to personal preference. A lot of people don't rate Pickford in terms of his shot-stopping ability, like you say. But yeah, I can hear that. No, he's just crap. Who's that? I presume that's about Dean Henderson. Oh, the ball's ripped in. It's Pogba. Oh, what's he doing there? He's faffing about. He's bloody dabbing in the box. I presume that's Dean Henderson. You're calling crap there. Yeah, but what do you think about this Marcus Rashford geezer? Why did Southgate pick Sterling? Because let me tell you about Sterling, man. Everyone hates Sterling. Everyone loves to hate on Sterling. But off the ball, he is elite. On the ball, he's got so much trickery, so much flair, so much energy, so much incision. The way he cuts in and out, so sharp, so lightning rapid on his feet. The agility is, orgasmic, should I say. And of course he's got to start. For me, I think he's one of our best players. Yes, by his standards, it hasn't been that good this year per se, but I still really rate Sterling. And he is one of Sterling's favourites, so he will. No, Rashford is crap. What? Why don't you like Marcus Rashford, man? He's a national hero, you know? Feeding the children, feeding Man United fans with loads of goals. It's been one of his best seasons in terms of goals and assist return, and he has been plagued with injuries. I think that's very harsh. I think that's harsh on my boy Rashi. I think that is very harsh. Who's your Bazira finishing? I know that's about Sterling. No, I don't even need to ask you who that's about, because I know that's about Sterling with the zero finishing. And hey, sure, he's blazed the ball over the bar a couple of times. He's made a couple of cock-ups, but haven't we all? I think, you know, his finishing is very manufactured, isn't it? He's not a natural finisher. He's definitely worked on his finishing. He's definitely honed his craft in there. And it seems a bit manufactured. That's the right word. In that, you know, it doesn't come naturally to him the way some people, their leg motion, the way they wrap the foot around the ball, kind of like Thiago. He doesn't really have that about him, but for the way he's worked it, I feel like he's done himself a solid. I think he has done himself a solid. So foul by Wan-Bissaka. Villarreal starting to grow into this game now. Villarreal getting on the ball a bit more, passing it around a bit more. Potential troubling signs for Man United here. Wan-Bissaka bringing him down. Not what you want to see from him. Well, was that Eric Bailly? I looked away for a second there. All I know is that it was Pedraza who got put down in the end. Got flung to the floor. And he's on the ball now. Is your stream just ahead of mine? Or is it on the same thing? Pedraza on the attack here, and you better hope he doesn't score, because your 4-0 prediction will be in the mud if that's the case. And I believe you, mate. When you tell me 4-0. Did you see Daniel James' chip against Fulham? No, I didn't, actually. I didn't. I was in Leeds that weekend. I do have the vlog out. Was that the last game? Well, I'm actually gonna get that up right now, because that's very poor from me. I did not see it. And the fact Daniel James scored, I'm actually very confused. Wait, Edison Cavani 40. Oh, wait. Against Fulham? He scored again. It was 1-1, and it was the Edison Cavani chip when I was watching the stream, wasn't it? That was that game. Was it an offside chip or something? Or am I being deluded here? Because this was a... Where's the Harry... What? Or was it just like him running through on goal? World class chip. I'm guessing I know what it was. He runs in on goal and he just completely makes a hash brown of the chip and just completely blasts it into the goalkeeper or something. I'm guessing that's what it was. I'm guessing that's what it was. Is this it here? Is Greenwood here? No, that's not it. Against Fulham. Oh, then they're not even going to show it on the highlights, man. They're not even going to show it. I've just gone through the whole highlights and they don't show it. Ah, oh, mate, that's how... I can imagine, though. I can imagine knowing Daniel James, his finishing. I mean, you talk about zero finishing with Sterling. I mean, Daniel James is the definition of zero finishing. I remember when you guys played us, him and Martial could have had a hat-trick each. A hat-trick each. And they squandered so many. In the 6-2 that was, not in the 0-0. Foyth is getting his nose checked up. They will. They will what? Who will? Who will? Who, what, where, why? I saw it on the highlights. On the one, oh, really? On the Sky Sports ones. I mean, the title is about a Cavani stunning lob. Why is it not about Daniel James stunning lob? That's my question. Alright, so they're showing about 50 angles of the Cavani lob. Literally, a third of the highlights is that flipping Cavani lob. Jesus. Cavani now on the ball, as I'm looking for this, gets absolutely taken down. Nothing given. Greenwood coming through. Then it must be a different highlight, so I'll find it at half-time. I'll cut through, I'll put it on the stream at half-time. Because now, look, a puppet, mate. Puppet. I've upgraded, that's all I'm saying, yeah? Watch this. Are you ready? Yeah? Oh, now we're talking, mate. Now we're cooking, eh? Now we're cooking. We've got the little screen up. We could do a little switcheroo, a couple of transitions. Not Sky Sports. Okay, yeah. Not Sky Sports. That makes sense. Oh, sorry, not... Oh, I was so confused, man. I was... Wolves. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense now. That makes more sense. Okay, the Wolves game. I'll get it up. I'll get it up at half time. I was gonna say, mate. But what do you think about the changes? You know, the upgrades, the renovation. Does this look smooth or is it a bit choppy? I hope it's not too choppy. I hope it's coming across smooth. Everything's fine. The audio, the video, because I'm streaming off a new software today. Oh, Luke Shaw rips a shot! And it's just gone wide. Man United really piling the pressure on here. Villarreal quaking in their boots. Absolutely quaking in their boots. Fernandez misses the header. And then Luke Shaw rips it wide. Villarreal trying to hit him now off the counter, and he's absolutely side down Bologba. The changes look smooth. Well, thank you. That's good. That's what I like to hear. I was a bit worried, you know, that my video would be a bit choppy, a bit blurry or whatever. But I have tried a few new techniques. As you can see now, it's in 1440p, not just 1080. Couple of little tricks to work on. Again, it's just the start though. It will only get better. I do plan to add more stuff for you guys. You know, just make the experience better for you guys. Because for me, I'm watching the screen. It doesn't really change too much. But for you guys, you know, I want it to look better. I want you guys to see the proper time in the corner and not, you know, have the other fraudulence you're mucking about with. Did you see the Hazard rumours? What, that he's potentially going back to Chelsea? I've heard that Real Madrid have said that they're going to be willing to listen to offers for Eden Hazard, and there has been a lot of talk about him going back to Chelsea. For me, I'm not sure about him going back to Chelsea. I don't think you should ever go back to where you come from. It's the same as the Pochettino rumours. I don't think you should go back to where you've come from. But definitely, he's been linked with as a Villarreal whip in a corner. It's cleared away. Backer now. Clears it away. Yeah. He's been linked with quite a few Premier League clubs. Do you think, would you take him at Man U? Is my question to you. But I presume you're talking about the Chelsea things. And for me, I'm not so sure I'd take him at Chelsea. Do you think he'd fit in at Chelsea? Do you think he'd fit in back at Chelsea? Because I don't see where he starts, to be honest. What Premier League club would fit? Yeah, Hazard fell off. Hazard fell off indeed. He came off. He was overweight when he got there. He was overweight a lot. He was overweight at Chelsea quite a bit. He's one of those players that he's just naturally brilliant. He's not a great trainer. He's just naturally very, very good at football. So, like, I remember his last game at Lille. It was his, like, ceremonial game, his last game there. He went on a piss-up the night before, turned up hungover, and still scored a hat-trick in his final game. It's ridiculous. He's unfit. Yeah, wouldn't fit in. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think he's the same player he was. He's still got the talent. He's still got the potential to get back to his old self. But especially in the Premier League, in these sides that like to play so intense, there's so much running. It's so much more physical than any other league. I feel like it may be just past him now to come back to the Premier League. And aside from Chelsea, because of the romance there, I don't see anyone else that would want him. Because Man U, I'd rather go for Sancho. As it's played in Cavani. Oh, it's a big chance there. What a ball by Greenwood. That was a flipping orgasmic ball by Greenwood there. Cuts in on his left and whips it. He dips perfectly and lands straight at the feet of Cavani there. Oh, poor touch. Cavani could have been in there. As they rip another shot. Yeah, I don't see him fitting into too many Premier League clubs. I don't know about you, but who would want him? Spurs? No, he couldn't go there. Arsenal? I mean, it would make sense. To be honest, it would make sense for Arsenal to sign him, wouldn't it? They have a habit of signing has-been Chelsea players, don't they? It would be a tailor-made fit for him to come to Arsenal. Cavani messed that up. Yeah, he did mess that up. That was a flipping beautiful ball by Greenwood there. Touched just off by Cavani. That was a beautiful bloody ball though. Wow. That's what I mean about Greenwood, the both foot. The defender thought he was going out wide on his right foot, and then he shimmied, cut back onto his left, and just curled it in there. That's why 2 feet are so underrated. It's such a big asset to have 2-footed players. So big. So big. Paul Pogba now. Pogba on the ball. Drills it across to Wan-Bissaka. That's a lovely touch there. Plays it in. If you ask me, right now, Man United, they're getting forward. They're getting into dangerous positions, but it's too static. There's not enough movement. It's too samey. They're playing safe balls all the time, and everything's in front of that Villarreal back four. So they're able to just sit there and soak up all the pressure. Arsenal are going to get Buendia. Norwich got promoted, didn't they? So I'm not sure if they'll let go of Buendia. Of course, Arsenal have been linked with, who's that Brighton geezer? Oh, I forgot his name. How have I forgot his name? The fucking Brighton Don, the midfielder. It's going to come back to me. I think he's Dutch. But Buendia, I mean, I take Buendia at Leeds. I think Buendia is fucking quality on the ball. Do not get me wrong. I think Buendia is orgasmic. You see some of the things he can do with the football. Oh, mwah. I take Buendia. I think Buendia is a good addition to any Premier League club. But yeah. I'm not sure about Arsenal getting them though. I mean, I haven't heard those rumours personally. I've heard them going for that Brighton midfielder. I can't believe I forgot the name. I need to off myself. I need to off myself, and I will get that name for you very, very soon when it comes back to my head. Bissouma, that's it. Bissouma. Yes, I have heard a lot of rumours about Arsenal potentially getting Bissouma. See, thank you. This is what I need you for, you know. Sometimes there's so much stuff going on in my head. My memory goes a bit blank. This is why I need my boy to hook me up with the names. But yeah, I'm not sure if Buendia really fits into their system. He's not better than Martinelli. He's not better than Pepe. And Villarreal are on an attack here. This is looking dangerous. And he's drilled it. Very wide there. That's poor. Look, Villarreal are not looking good here. They're not managing to get any players forward. They're just sitting all their players behind the ball here. They had 2 players on that counter-attack. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing there. They got no one coming forward to give an option. And it was just comfortable for Man U to deal with. They marshalled him out. He had no option, so he just drilled a shot from long range, which went nowhere near the goal. And this game is there for the taking for Man U. If they can spread it out wide and they can improve the pace of their passing, then this game is here for you. He's a decent player. Bissouma is a very good player. Very good. And I feel like Bissouma fits into Arsenal's system a bit more than Buendia. Buendia, I feel like, is a very, very orgasmic player. His consistency sometimes is a bit meh. But on the ball, like his technique, I mean, he's one of those players that make you feel. Arsenal need creative players. They do, but they need them in the right areas. They need a creative central midfielder. Buendia, I feel like his best strength is on the wing. That's where Buendia really shines. His asset is taking people on, playing nice balls in and creating good opportunities. I don't think that's where Arsenal need their creative midfielder. They need like a Mesut Ozil in his prime type. Someone that sits in the midfield position spraying the balls around. Like the bloody Leon geezer they were linked with for like 2 years, who again, I can't believe what's going on with me. I can't believe it. I can't believe what's going on in my head. James, you idiot. Not Fakir, the other clampet, the other geezer. Hassim Aouar. Yeah, Aouar. You need that kind of player. Someone who can spray things around in the midfield. That's why I like Joe Willock. Where do you think Joe Willock would go? Would you take Joe Willock at Man U? Because Joe Willock, let me tell you, Joe Willock is absolutely class. He's absolutely quality. But I don't think he fits into Arsenal's system either. I think for Joe Willock's sake, he needs to go somewhere else. Yeah, Aouar. I remembered it this time. Oh! That's poor. Villarreal have scored. It's 1-0. It's Gerard Moreno. Oh, that is absolutely catastrophic defending there. That is really poor. And Gerard Moreno has made it 1-0. He's talking about injecting the veins with steroids, injecting the veins with stuff, and injecting the fans' pains. No, bang average. I don't know what you're talking about, bang average there. I don't think you're talking about the goal. He is onside. The ball's come in there. That is poor. Lindelof has let his man go there. Moreno has run forward. Lindelof's meant to be marking him. He's pulling his shirt and he just drifts into the space. It's a lovely ball in. And David De Gea, that is questionable goalkeeping. That is really poor defending. It's a brilliant ball in. It's a brilliant finish. But that is very, very, very poor defending. And it is 1-0 to Villarreal, 4-1 United. The score, your score predictions changed. Still confident in a win. But that is it. That if I'm a Man U fan, I am very, very disappointed in the manner in which that goal went in. Oh, Joe Willock is bang average. What? The guy scored 7. He's equaled Alan Shearer's record for consecutive games scored in for Newcastle. 7 games. He's only 3 goals off Van Nistelrooy's record. 4 goals off Vardy's record. But that is poor. It is 1-0 Villarreal. What a finish. What a ball in. But again, very, very poor defending. What do you think of Lindelof, mate? What do you think? Who do you think, if you had to rate Maguire, Lindelof and Bailly 1 to 3, who would you say is number 1? Who would you say is number 3? Sell Lindelof next season. Well, I think that answers my question. When I said 1 to 3, I think that answers my question. And I can't lie, if that happened to my club, I'd be sending Lindelof on the plane myself, mate. I'd be sending him on the plane myself. I'd be giving him a lift. Forget the petrol, mate. You don't have to worry about paying for petrol. You're getting on that plane whether you like it or not. You can hop in the back of my caddy. Even a bloody bicycle, mate. I'll give him a lift to the train station on a bicycle. I don't know why I say train station. He's going to the airport, isn't he? I don't know what planes you can get from a train station. Probably some pretty advanced train stations out there. But it is 1-0 to Villarreal, very much against the run of play. Bailly, Maguire, Lindelof. So you rate Bailly above Maguire. Bailly, he came with a lot of promise, didn't he? Luke Shaw on the attack now, and that's a poor pass from Rashford there. Bailly came with a lot of potential, and he has played well when he's been fit. But the thing is Bailly's been plagued with injuries. Like, he could have been a lot better of a defender if it wasn't for the fact he keeps getting injured. But generally, I'd probably have to agree with you there. I probably would, because I don't see what Lindelof offers that the other two don't. Maguire has no pace and he's static as a fridge, but he has still got leadership abilities. He is still a presence in the area, in the box, like defending set pieces. He's got that to him. And Bailly is lightning rapid and he's very good at making those challenges, those last shit challenges. Bailly had injury problems. That's what I mean. Bailly's had a lot of injury problems. He's had a hell of a lot of injury problems since he's come to the club. I believe he's been injured like 4 or 5 times over the years. Probably even more. But like a good few major ones. I forgot which one. He had one that took him out for like 9 months at one point. He has injury problems now, so he's not 100% fit. Because I know that seems to be a bit of a running theme with Man U, is that they seem to be playing players through injury quite a lot. Of course, Marcus Rashford. Now you're telling me Eric Bailly. So what, has he not been playing recently? Has he not been playing? Because I think they were playing Lindelof and Harry Maguire quite a bit during the end of the season, before Maguire, of course, got injured. Thank you very much. We're now up to 2 likes. Thank you to whoever that was. You're an absolute legend. Absolute legend of the channel, legend of the stream. Thank you for that like there. Means a lot. But yeah, what is he? What about this year? I thought this year that he'd managed to get a bit more game time under him. I don't know if he's injured right now. I mean, you guys have a lot of injury problems. Fred's injured. Maguire's injured. Rashford. He's in and out of the squad. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. Because, like I said, most of the games I have seen Maguire and Lindelof playing. But Lindelof, I think, that's what I said. I think you need a CDM and you need a centre-half. A centre-half and a CDM would really, really sort you lot out. Sort you out big time. But again, I feel like you could really win this game. I know you're losing. I know that was really poor defending. Bring on Daniel James. Oh, that's it. No, you're taking the piss now, geezer. You're taking the piss now. Bring on Daniel James. What are you talking about? Bring on Daniel James, man. Daniel James is not going to change the game for you. I mean, to be honest, I haven't seen much from Rashford. Greenwood's looks sharp, so you may have somewhat of a point. Rashford, he looks tired to me. He looks injured. He looks overplayed. he's been getting his goals, he's been getting his assists, but he doesn't look, you know the old Rashford, the Rashford that would drop 2 step overs, he'd come in, he'd take 3-4 players on and he'd be rapid down the wing. I'm not seeing that from him. He looks like he's lost his yard of pace. You can see him there putting his shoulders, his arms up, waving them in the air, a bit disappointed, a bit angry. He's lost a yard of pace for me. It doesn't seem like the Rashford of old. And it's a lovely ball in by Wan-Bissaka. It's cleared away there. It doesn't, he seems like that's why, for his sake, I kind of hope Gareth Southgate doesn't pick him. I know he will pick him because he's had a good season stats-wise. McTominay now cruising in and blazing the ball over the bar. What's he doing there? But I really want to see Rashford get a rest. The rest I feel he deserves. He deserves some rest and recuperation. That's poor. That is very, very poor there from McTominay. Cruised into the box and then just blazed it over the bar. Blazing squad style. That is very, 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 very poor. Very false. Very, very, very false. Very false. Oh, who is that geezer, man? Oh. The Wolves lad. It's not Podence. It's the other guy. They're very false. Very, very false. Marcus Rashford now into the box. And again, that's a poor pass. It's been a poor game from Marcus Rashford. I love Marcus Rashford as much as the next guy. He's feeding children. He's an English forward. He's majestic on the ball at times. But it's not working for him today. He needs a month's rest. Exactly. He does need a month's rest. He's mucking up his balls. That's a lovely ball into Shaw now, though. Actually, it was a bit too heavy. I say it's a lovely ball. That was a bit presumptuous. It's a bit too heavy. He does need a month's rest. You're right. He needs a little bit of time out of the squad. A bit of rest and recuperation, man. He's not played well today. He hasn't. He hasn't played well. And I thought he was going to be one of Man United's best performers. But he hasn't been up to the scratch, up to the task. Greenwood, on the other hand, Greenwood has been bloody fantastic today. This is, Greenwood always plays well. I'm a big fan of Greenwood, but this is one of Greenwood's best games. Greenwood is, wow. I know he hasn't scored or created anything, but when I say that, when he gets the ball, like when Rashford gets the ball, like right now, I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, there's a 40% chance he gets past them. There's a chance he could create something. But every time that Greenwood has got the ball at his feet, I'm thinking, there's a goal or an assist or there's something coming here. He just... He makes you excited watching him, like, with the purity of football. Right, the one thing he needs to work on is his positioning off the ball. His off-the-ball positioning, I don't think is anywhere near Rashford's. You can see right now, he's just surrounded by men. He's not getting himself into space, into the right areas. But when he is on the ball, he's flipping and like rapid. He's exciting. He's creative. He's got it all, that kid. He could go all the way. Of course, he has been put into that 33-man England squad you were talking about as well. I feel like there's better players there, but of course, some of them aren't going to play. What you have got to think with the England squad as well is some of these players aren't going to play. They're just going to be bench players. So is it worth putting an older player with less potential, who's potentially had a better season than Greenwood, in there? Or is it better to put Greenwood and other youngsters like that? And Rashford now in the box, gives it to Cavani. Cavani in the box, cuts it back and it's cleared away. It's straight there to Foyth. Foyth has played very well today. He's managed to deal with the threat very well. But is it better to put a Jude Bellingham or a youngster like that in there for the tournament experience? Kind of Theo Walcott-esque. Man, you've had a lot of the ball, Man United, but creativity-wise, I think that's poor. Like, genuinely, if you could make one change right now, would it be Dan James? Or is that just flippant? Put Greenwood in. What do you mean by put Greenwood in? Do you mean put him into the final England squad? Or move him inside in the pitch? He needs the experience. Okay, for the England team. Exactly. You know what? I can understand that. I can understand getting players experience and that kind of thing. I can understand that 100%. Which is why potentially I'd like to see Jude Bellingham in and around the squad. Of course, only being 17, playing in a high level of football, Champions League football. And it's the same thing with Greenwood. But this could be it. If Greenwood scores today, if Greenwood is the main man, look at that lovely run again from Greenwood there. If Greenwood is the man to win you guys this trophy, it could really, really put him into Gareth Southgate's fan. He is the best youngster in the world. He's up there. He's up there. He's no Martinelli. He's no Bukayo Saka. He's no Giancarlo Poveda. I think Foden's just above him. If I'm honest, I think Foden's just above him. I think Foden is... Of course, Foden's had a bit more development than Greenwood. So, in a year or two, we'll be able to see more, like how well Greenwood stacks up against Foden. But for now, I think Foden is just above him. You're forgetting Mason Mount, a.k.a. Mr. Atomic. Well. Oh, you're forgetting Mason Mount, Mr. Atomic. Oh, a bit of friction here. Mason Mount, he's a bit more older, isn't he? I think he's 20. Is he 22 now? He's just above that under 21 age. Hey, I think Mason Mount's had a bit more development time than Greenwood. Martinelli, don't make me laugh. What do you mean? Man, Martinelli did the business for Arsenal again, man. He got them through. He won their game against, when they won 3-1 against Palace. He was the one that scored the winner. I don't know how you're not rating Martinelli. Does Poveda play? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't. Jack Harrison is a bit too old to be considered a youngster. But if you are considering youngsters, I think Jack Harrison does have to be up there over Poveda. Mason Mount, as Righteous says, different kind of player. I feel like Mason Mount definitely has to be up in the conversation. Mount is flipping, wow, what a player he's turned out to be. He's proved me wrong. He's proved a lot of people wrong. Again, I don't think he's on Foden's level. And potentially you could say there's a potential higher ceiling for Mason Greenwood than there is for Mason Mount. But this is what I mean about England. With the likes of Foden, the likes of Greenwood, the likes of Mason Mount all coming forward into the squad at the same time. This is so exciting for the future, for the World Cup next year and a year and a half more development for all these players, for the next Euros, for the next World Cup, for the squad going forward. It's so exciting. We have so many talented players. Like, it's just brilliant to watch. But no, Poveda doesn't play. But how would you guys stack them up? How would you guys stack them up? Out of those three, who do you think... Alright, I forget performances now. Who do you think has the most potential? Greenwood, Foden or Mount? As backers on the attack here. Backer for Villarreal. He's coming in. He's got 5 people around him. 5 Man U players around him. And he's managed to manufacture a corner there. Again, that's very good defending by Man U. But no one's up there with him. He's completely up on his own. This is typical Unai Emery football. Just stick one player forward. Oh, for fuck's sake, I knew that was coming. Bloody Messi Lingard. What can I say? He's only 18 years old, Lingard. You know, very exciting youngster. Very exciting young player. He's only 18 years old, plus 10 years. Fucking Lingard. Honestly, every year, I kept thinking he was a youngster. Everyone used to bang out about how he's some prodigious talent. And then you just look at his date of birth and you realise, shit, this guy's 25. Now he's even 28. But Lingard, I forget, Lingard was definitely in that 33-man squad, isn't he? I want to see Lingard get into the main squad. I do want to see Lingard get in there. Rashford now. Rashford takes on one, and again, he's dispossessed by Juan Foyth. Rashi. This isn't one of your better games, but here we go. He's hungry, though. This is more like Rashford. He takes on one. He takes on two. That's better from Rashford. That is the Marcus Rashford we're talking about. That is the Marcus Rashford that you want to see in the final. That is Marcus Rashford right there. Lingard, England's current top young talent. Exactly. Exactly. Good evening, says Karen Machado. Hello to you, my friend. Good evening indeed. Unai Emery could be good evening all his way to the bloody bank if Villarreal do pull this off. And he's absolutely shithousing it. Greenwood comes in now. It's whipped in and it's just saved. It's just saved by the goalkeeper there. But it could be a very good evening for Villarreal. It could indeed. But this is what I said, man. This is Unai Emery football. This is it. He waits there. He gets a goal and he just sits everyone behind the ball. But this is looking better for Man U. They're carving them open a bit more now. Rashford, who we were just talking about, is getting on the ball more. As Puppet said, Dan James should be his substitution. But playing like this, should Dan James really come on? Looking improved. He's looking sharper. He's looking better. This is all very, very, very exciting stuff if you're a Man United fan. And very exciting stuff if you're a Villarreal fan. Because they are, of course, leading. But I do not think that this game is anywhere near done yet. This game is nowhere near done yet. I don't know why it's telling me to reset my streaming software. Sorry, I hope it's not glitching. I think there's a glitching. I don't think it says on the thing it may be glitching. But it doesn't look like it's glitching on my end. But yeah, 2 minutes left of additional time. Wall whipped in by Villarreal and it is just cleared away by Eric Bailly, and Villarreal have a last minute corner. What do you think about Mings in the squad? I don't think Mings is good enough for me. I don't think he holds a candle to Conor Cody. I don't think he holds a candle to Ben White. I'd rather see Ben White in the final squad than Tyrone Mings. You know I really like Ben White. And I think he's a quality player. Tyrone Mings, I don't think quite cuts the mustard. I feel like he may be pushed out. I feel like it is half time, by the way, but I feel like Southgate is waiting to see what happens with the Maguire situation, to see if he can come back from injury, or, you know, as in basically what happens there. Let's just pause this timer and reset it. But yeah, I don't think Mings will make the final squad if Maguire is fit. And I don't think he should anyway. I feel like Mings had a lot of potential, but a lot of unfulfilled potential in many ways. A lot of unfulfilled potential indeed. And while we're there, let's get up England 33-man squad. Let's get this up. Let's get where is the England provisional squad? Where is this absolute fraudulence? Let's switch over here. Let's have a little look at the squad, shall we? Dean Henderson, Sam Johnson, Aaron Ramsdale, Jordan Pickford. Again, definitely the two going to be picked here is going to be Dean Henderson and Jordan Pickford. This right here, this is questionable. Tyrone Mings, he won't make it. Ben Godfrey, I don't know what the hell Ben Godfrey's doing there. Ben Godfrey definitely shouldn't be in there. Tyrone Mings, Ben Godfrey. Reece James, I don't think he'll make the cut. Conor Cody, I hope he makes the cut. Chilwell, I think, should make the cut. Don't forget the Daniel James chip. The Daniel James chip. All right. 1 second. I need to switch over to this screen while I find that. By the way, what are you guys thinking of the game so far? Who do you think's been the better team? And what do you think the final score is going to be right now for you lot? Do you think Man United will come back, or do you think Villarreal will hold off and Unai Emery will earn his 4th Europa League title? YouTube tab, Dan James. So, Man United versus Wolves. All right, let's see if I can find this Dan James chip. Was it in the first or the second half? Oh. Oh. Oh Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know how much of this I can show you without getting done up. But here's Daniel James. And here's the goal. Yeah? You think he's going to score. You think this is a surefire goal. And watch what he does. Oh my days. What is that? Oh, get him on. Get him on. That's what I'm saying. Get Daniel James on the pitch. Wow, that is a sumptuous chip. That is an absolutely sumptuous chip. Oh my days. Oh my days. I can't believe what I've just seen there. That Daniel James chip is simply orgasmic. Simply orgasmic. But what do you guys find a score? 4-1 United. Of course, you're still confident that you can get the win, and you should. You are definitely outplaying them. If you ask me, Man United have been the better side. Villarreal got their early goal. I mean, it was very, very poor defending. Not an early goal, but they got their goal. It was very poor defending from Man U. And since then, they've just sat back and just soaked up the pressure. And finally, it looks like Marcus Rashford is getting a bit more technique. He's managing to drop his shoulder a bit more, cause a few more problems for Villarreal. And he's getting the consistency in his play going. And a lot of your other attackers are as well. It's starting to look a lot more exciting for Man U as the time does go on. As it does go on indeed. And do you mind, by the way, what I will have to do, I remember Leeds showing an interest in him. Who? Dan James. If you're talking about Dan James, yeah, we didn't show an interest in him, mate. We didn't just show an interest in him. One sec. Yeah? Yeah? You want to see the interest we showed in him, yeah? Do you want to see the interest we showed in him? Yeah? Alright. How about this interest? This. Yeah? This. What do you see here? What is he holding? What is he smiling with? Yeah? This. Yeah? This is the interest we showed in him. We signed him. We had him signed. And then all of a sudden, Swansea were like, well, actually, we're not going to send you over the paperwork, mate. Oh, we could send you over the contract, let you sign him officially. But I think we're just going to hold back on that one, We're not actually going to let you sign him. We're just going to let you do all the paperwork, let him sign the contract, but we're not actually going to finish the deal. And that would have got us promoted a year before we did, let me tell you. But right now, I feel like it's a blessing in disguise. I mean, after seeing that simply world-class chip right there, I don't think we've missed out on too much. I really don't feel like we did miss out on too much, indeed. I really don't. Do you guys mind, by the way? It'll literally be a minute. I'm not going to go for long. I want to run to the toilet and I'll be straight back after the toilet. So I'll literally be back in 1 minute. Let me just get this sorted for you guys. I'll be back in 1. we are back. I told you I'd be quick. I told you I would be quick. And I didn't just go to the toilet. I did have to grab a little drink while I was there. I hope you didn't miss me too much. But yeah, like I said, we did more than show an interest in Dan James, let me tell you. And that interest wasn't really the best for us. What are the halftime thoughts of everyone? What are the halftime thoughts of everyone? Back in the building. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little rundown of the old statistics, shall we? Let me, is there anywhere showing the statistics? Villarreal. Let's have a little breakdown. A little interesting breakdown. Well, I mean, first of all, let's just have a little look at this. This is all I'm saying. I mean, final third passes. 85% of them coming from Manchester United. 15% coming from Villarreal. And Villarreal are the side that's leading. Now that is simply crazy. That is simply astounding. And it really just goes to show what the game has been like. For me, like I say, Man United have probably been the more dominant side. They have. Shall I get some halftime music going? Let's get a bit of halftime music going, actually. You know, while we wait for the second half to happen, we'll have a little break. Let's just relax. A couple of deep breaths, just dive through the stats. Let's just chill, have a nice conversation, and get ready for the second half. A second half where, I've got to say, you'll probably be expecting more as a Man United fan. You want to see, look, with this, like I say, with this kind of possession, like I say, it's not just this stat. I mean, I was watching the game, you were watching the game, we all were. You were managing to get into dangerous areas a hell of a lot, but it just wasn't quite happening for you at times there. Like, the final ball wasn't alright, it wasn't sharp enough in the final third, and there wasn't enough dynamic movement to the sides to really cause something. But hopefully for your sake that can change in the second half, and hopefully for the game's sake Villarreal can come out and start being a bit more expansive, because they're just sitting 22,000 men behind the ball right now. Honestly, it's like watching a quarantine in front of goal. It's ridiculous. What the hell have I just seen here? What the hell is this? My very well balanced Premier League team of the season. First of all, I can accept, sure. What the hell is Maguire doing there, man? I don't get all the hype around Maguire. He's an absolute fridge on wheels. I mean, you could say Man United are really missing him right now. Lindelof getting brutally exposed without Maguire there. I'm not too sure about that one. What do you guys think? Puppet, I know you've watched a lot of Maguire this year. Do you rate Maguire as much as everyone else says he does? Because you rate Bailly over Maguire. And I tend to agree with that. I tend to agree that I think that Eric Bailly is better than Harry Maguire. But do you agree that he should be in the Premier League team of the season? I mean, you could say based on tonight, man, you would really need with him. Could really do with him, but I'm not sure about that. Bruno, I can't argue with. I mean, I don't know what the hell is going on here. This is one of the most ridiculous team of the seasons I've ever seen in my career, to be honest. Son, I don't know what the hell he's doing in there. I don't know what Bamford's not doing in there. I don't know what Jack Harrison's not doing in there. But that's nonetheless. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Let's see if we can get some breakdown of the stats here. 69%. 69% possession for Manchester United, 31% possession for Villarreal, 3 shots from Man U. But this is where the problems lie for me, and this will tell you all you need to know. Vast majority of the possession, combined with the fact that, look, let's have a look at these two things here. 85% of the final third passes have been from Man United. You've got 69% possession. So not only are you dominating the ball, but the majority of the ball you're dominating is in Villarreal's final third. But yet you've got less shots than them because they're too scared to take a shot. They're too scared to take a risk, to make the final pass, to make the killer pass, to spread them open. This is where the issue comes, and this is what Man U need to fix. Now, what could you change possibly to do that? Maybe some people are saying Rashford, although I think in the last minute or so he's really grown into the game. Pogba potentially, but then I don't think taking someone out to go more defensive is definitely the solution. But you're going to need some changes, and you're going to need them quick. Not necessarily changes to the squad, but changes to the pattern of the play. What would you do? What would you do is my question. Because this, leading to this, whilst considering this, is not good enough. It's simply not good enough in my opinion. It's really not. It's really not. But nonetheless, the second half is about to kick off. Let's get the timer going. Let's get this timer going. That is a minute too fast. That is a minute too fast. Give me a second. Alright, I will resume the timer in exactly 20 seconds so you guys do know what's going on. But the second half has kicked off. It's the 45th minute, 43 seconds on the clock. Mason Greenwood on the ball there, causing a bit of danger for Villarreal. Eric Bailly now building it up. I want to see more from Man U, and I want to see more from Villarreal. They've been very passive. I mean, they're not going to care. They're winning the game right now. And there you go. The time is perfectly synced up. That's the stress gone. I know it says 1 minute, but ignore that. That means the first minute of the second half, all right? It means that just regard this as the second half time. Bring on Dan James. Atomic Puppet cries. And hey, I gotta say, like I said with that stack before, that is simply not good enough. It's simply not, and Dan James could be the answer. He could indeed. I don't know if you were here for the halftime stats breakdown, Puppet, that I can just give a quick another glisten to now to anyone who's here. But this, considering this, leading to this, less shots is not good enough. You're not spreading them about enough. You're not spreading them about in the final third enough. There's not enough ingenuity. There's not enough creativity. And Dan James could potentially, because look, he's rapid. He's someone that can target defenders. He can run straight at them and cause them a lot of problems. So Dan James could be a very good option. Bakker now whips the ball in. It's Parejo in the box. He drills it across. Bailly goes for an overhead kick. Bakker's there. The ball's scrambling about. It's cleared away. Can Marcus Rashford clear it? No, this is absolutely kamikaze defending from Man United right now. Absolutely kamikaze. Villarreal still with the ball outside of the box here. It's whipped in again and it's cleared away by Wan-Bissaka this time. Still Villarreal pile the pressure forward, but Bruno Fernandes is able to get it out to McTominay, who gets it to Pogba, and now Man United get a minute reprieve as they get the ball away from the box. But that is more like it from Villarreal, and that is very, very scary if you are a Man United fan. Puppet, you must have bricks flying out of your anus right now. I don't know how you seem so calm, mate. If I was you, my asshole would probably be split in half in fear, pain, and anguish right about now. It really, really would. Juan Foyth now on the ball. Juan Foyth has played very, very well for Villarreal. He's been quite the signing, hasn't he? Quite the signing indeed. And Villarreal now are looking a bit more expansive. They're gunning for that second goal. And what I will say, the next goal in this game is vital. If we need Daniel James to whip in a cross into the box for Cavani. Well, you do. I don't know if I'd say Daniel James's crossing is the best in the team, but definitely Cavani has made a habit of scoring headers this year, hasn't he? Especially diving headers, or just any kind of aerial threat in general. Of course, he's always been good at that, and his positioning and movement is second to none. I can't see him on the pitch right now. I don't think he's been subbed off, unless if I've made a blunder. I don't think he has been subbed off. But you definitely do need someone to whip the balls into Cavani. There's not been enough crosses going in. There really hasn't. You're 100% right there. Although, having watched that Dan James chip at half-time with you there, I'm not sure Daniel James is the answer. I'm really not. As Bruno Fernandes gets out to Wan-Bissaka, who drills a cross in there. And it's just cleared away. That was very close to Cavani. Villarreal on the counter-attack now. This is more like it. The game's starting to opening up. Trigueros now taking the ball through 2, 3, 4 Man United players before passing it back. Now Cavani wins the ball, does he? Cavani trips him over. And it's deemed a foul. I'm not sure about that one, Chief. I'm not sure about that one at all. I really aren't. But yes. What do you think about Cavani signing a new deal, by the way? Are you happy with that, Puppet? Because I know he's actually had a very good season this year. He really has, and it's a good signing to keep him going. But would you rather have seen the intent for Man U to go into the transfer market, splash the cash, potentially forget Cavani, and use all his wage money towards potentially luring a Harry Kane in? You know, it's always interesting to hear what you'd say about that one. Because I don't know about the whole Cavani situation. I think he's very good. But yes. I think he's very good. But does he... waste of money. What's a waste of money? Cavani. You think Cavani's a waste of money? Or Harry Kane? I presume you're talking about Cavani there. I mean... in the long run, yeah. I guess you've got a point there in the long run. I think... you know, he's definitely useful, Cavani, and he definitely exudes a lot of use for you this year. But maybe in the long term, he could be a loss of money. Because if you don't win the league, if you don't win anything with the Cavani signing, and it was just a loan signing, then was it very useful? Because you're not going to get anything out of the end of it. Cavani, yeah. Well, in some sense, yeah, because you're not going to get anything out of the end of it, are you? You're not going to get any money from him. Because you can't send him on, obviously, and he's taking up monumental amount of wages, which could be used throughout the squad, potentially to buy a central defensive midfielder, a centre half, or a younger / better central forward like Danny Ings or Harry Kane. So I can understand that viewpoint 100%. Obviously, I think his performances this year led to a position where it was impossible for them not to sign Cavani, which, whether that's good or bad for Man United in the long run, is down to you, and it's down to public opinion. And Bruno Fernandes now, I guess, if Cavani is to win you guys, and he's injury prone, he is injury prone, and he's very old. So the older you get, the more injury prone you get, and so it's only going to get worse for Cavani potentially. It is only going to get worse for Cavani. But, having said that, if he scores a couple of goals for you tonight and wins you the Europa League, then I think you can say, you know what, it's worth it, and he's definitely deserved to stay at the club for another year. Pogba with a beautiful challenge there. Beautiful challenge. And Pogba, I don't think he's played too bad in that holding midfield role. I said that could be the danger, that he's not really made out for that midfield role, but he's played well there in that holding midfield role. He hasn't played bad at all, and I must say that. I must admit that he hasn't played bad at all. He has played very well there. What do you guys think? No. Do you think he's potentially the reason that they scored the goal? Because whilst they've been hitting you on the counter-attack a couple of times, their counter-attacks have been very few and far between. And I would definitely say that in terms of getting a goal back, Pogba is probably who you want on the pitch. And it's whipped in by Luke Shaw now, a deep free kick. Pogba whips it in. It's McTominay. It's still McTominay. It's still McTominay. He's ripped a shot off and he's earned a corner. Lovely header back from Pogba, the guy I said you do want on the pitch. And that is exactly why you want him on the pitch. Lovely aerial presence there. Whips the ball back in to McTominay, who holds off about 3 or 4 men there. Lovely stuff. Rips a shot off, earns a corner. The corner is about to be taken by Luke Shaw. It's whipped in. It's cleared away. It's only as far as Rashford. It's Cavani! And would you believe it? It's Edison Cavani, the man you said that should have been taken off. The man you... Well, not that you should have been taken off, rather. The man you say should be sold. Waste of money. The man I said, if he scores for you, it could be all different. El Matador, the Uruguayan Edison Cavani, with a real striker's finish there. A poacher's finish. The ball is bouncing around the area. And he has made it 1-1. Man United versus Villarreal. Could that 4-1 be on the cards? It is all equal now. Let's go, says Atomic Puppet. He's gassed. A lot of Man United fans around the planet are gassed. And for the game, this is very, very good for the neutral, because now Villarreal have to come out. They have to expand. There is a VAR goal check, however. There is a VAR goal check. This is absolute shit of the brick moment if you're a Man United fan. There is a VAR goal check. Could it be disallowed? But yes, if that goal does go in, then it is very exciting for the game, because Villarreal will have to come out. They will have to attack. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer looks like he's sick to his stomach over there. He looks like he's about to throw up. The VAR goal check is still going on. This is a very, very long check. And that is a bad sign if you are a Man U fan. A very, very bad sign, of course, in the excitement of that goal. They have given the goal. Check is over. It is 1-1. Manchester United versus Villarreal. Man U 1, Villarreal 1. And all to play for now. And in the midst of that, I did miss that you said Pogba has had an average game. I don't know if you would take him off for Fred because of that, or if you just think you'd persevere with him because Fred, obviously going through the injury, isn't going to be 100% fit. Wan-Bissaka on the attack now, whips it across. It goes deep. It's Luke Shaw. It's McTominay. He's completely missed the ball. It's Bruno Fernandes! And he's drilled a shot wide. This is more like it, though. This is it. The game's opening up now. It's looking more expansive. It's looking sharper. This is it. It's really, really looking exciting now. Man United really growing into the game. And it's looking like that 4-1 predictions could be on the cards. Villarreal really under the cosh now. Very poor shot from Bruno Fernandes there. The ball did set up lovely for him there after McTominay absolutely shanked the shot there. I don't know what McTominay was playing at there. Completely hash-browned the situation. And the ball found its way to Bruno Fernandes, who drilled the shot wide in the end. But this is it, 1-1. We're going to punish them. You're going to punish them. Puppet is baying for that goal. Baying for that Villarreal blood. You can sense it. You can taste it. You can feel it. But can those Man United players taste it, feel it and see it the same way you can? Because right now, this is when Villarreal are at their weakest. This is when you can punish Villarreal. This is when you can cause them issues. This is when you can make your mark known. But will you take the opportunity? This next 5 to 10 minutes is vital. Because Villarreal will be more incentivized to come out on the attack. They're already weakened by that goal. And as a result of that, they will be very, very susceptible to the counter-attack. And I reckon in the next 10 minutes, up until the 68th minute, you will have a few counter-attacks going. You will have a few dangerous ones. It's just a matter of whether you take them or not. Right now, Villarreal are on the attack though. The ball is whipped through now. They have got a dangerous crossing opportunity, but that is lovely defending by Eric Bailly there. And that is exactly why Puppet, or should I say Mr. Atomic, says that Eric Bailly is Man United's best defender because of stuff like that. He was cool, he was calm, he's composed. We're going to win the Europa League and the Super Cup. The Super Cup I can't make a judgment on yet until I know who wins the Champions League. I believe that it will be a Man City winning the Champions League. And from what I've seen from this game so far, I really don't rate Villarreal. I don't think they were very good against Arsenal. I think they were very lucky, in fact, to go through against Arsenal. I know Unai Emery did the business, but they were so poor that game. And they've been so poor this game. It's been so defensive. And there's been such a lack of creativity, enigmacity, and energy from this side. I know that's how you have to win games and trophies sometimes. But it's so dull. It's so dull that I don't think Villarreal have got. I don't think they'll win this game. I think Man U will win this game. I feel like that will happen within the 90 minutes as well. That Man U will win this game. It could go to extra time, and even then, I think Man U will have better legs. I do just feel like there's only one winner in this game, and I do feel like Man City will win the final of the Champions League. So that Super Cup could be a Manchester derby. Could be a very, very exciting Super Cup. If it is, of course, Man U and Man City. Will Man U get those 4 goals, though? The 4 goals that you desire. Puppet with the 4-0 and the 4-1. You know what? I'll allow you to resurrect your prediction one time. Because you were so confident with the 4, with it being either 4-0 or 4-1 now. If you do win 4-1, I will count that as a correct prediction. And I'll have a little surprise waiting for you if you do get the prediction correct. If it is 4-1, there'll be a little prize for you. So stay tuned. That's all I'm saying. Man U on the attack now. Eric Bailly really building it up here. 8 attempts to 5. Luke Shaw on the wing now. Whips a cross in. It is blocked. And it's headed down by Luke Shaw. Is Rashford still onside there? I believe he is offside. And he is off. And it is given to be there. Who would you rather face in the Super Cup though? Would you rather face City or would you rather face Chelsea? I'm sticking to 4-1. I know you are, mate. I know you are. You got to stick to your guns. You can't change it. You can't change it. I'm afraid. I've allowed you to change it once to the 4-1 from 4-0. But from now on, there's no changing it. But if it is 4-1 and you do get it correct, there's a little surprise waiting for you. There is. To anyone that's willing to slap their cojones on the table and go for it. City, you'd rather face City. Why is that? Is that you don't want Chelsea to win the Champions League? Or that you feel like you have a better chance of beating City in the Super Cup? Or, alternatively, that you just rather face City in the Super Cup because it would be a Manchester derby. That's obviously, you know, that has a bit of merit to it. It is 1-1 in this game though. This is the game that's important right now. Not the Champions League final. Who will go through out of Villarreal and Man United? And not only who will go through to the Super Cup, but even more important, who will get their hands on that illustrious Europa League trophy? Will it be Man United's second Europa League trophy in 4 years? Or will it be Unai Emery's 4th Europa League trophy that he has won as a manager. Of course, winning 3 with Valencia. Could he make it 4 with Villarreal? Really, really mugging off Arsenal. Really showing them who's boss. Really making a mockery of Stan Kroenke, Vinay Venkatesh, and everyone that works at Arsenal Football Club. I know Arsenal fans, although Arsenal fans don't like Man United necessarily, I'm sure they're probably hoping and praying that Man United win this game. Just because of the humiliation that it would cause them through Unai Emery doing the business with Villarreal. Villarreal are on the attack now though. They could have been in there. That's a really bad sideways pass. I forget who that was. It looks like Trigueros was in there. Could have played a through ball into him, but instead they go for the sideward pass. It doesn't work. Bruno Fernandes now on the attack. Is that a penalty? It looks like it could be a handball. He did have his hands behind his back when the ball did strike his hands. And then Greenwood has made a real mess of that ball that's come out there. But that is a potential penalty there. Cavani is absolutely furious. He's waving his arms in the air in disgust there that they haven't got a penalty. Here we go though. Greenwood plays it out. It's now Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka whips the ball in. It's only as far as Raul Albiol. The ball is now cleared to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, Mr. Tubby Tub Tubs, gives it out to Rashford, aka Marcus Trashford. Gives it back to Luke Shaw. Gives it to Waste the Space Lindelof, aka Wasteman Lindelof, aka biggest fraud in the business. Biggest Scandinavian shithouse I've ever seen. Gives it to Paul Pogba, aka Sunez's worst nightmare. This is nice, but it's a bit too passive from Man U. It's not cutting enough. It's about as cutting as a butter knife going through steak. But what you need is a steak knife going through butter. That's what you want. You know? You don't want to be trying to carve open something tough and gristly with a weak-ass butter knife. You want to be carving through something weak and soft with something as sharp as a steak knife. And to be honest, Man U do have a steak knife worth of talent in their team. Of course, Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood, Edison Cavani, Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes. These are elite players. And they should be carving Villarreal open like nobody's business. They're showing that penalty there. Do you guys think that was a pen? Do you guys think that was a pen? The ball comes in. Take McTominay off. I mean, I see what you're saying, but if you take McTominay off, who do you have there? Who do you have that can stop their last line of defense? Because bring on Van der Beek. I've completely forgotten about Van der Beek. Actually, hang on a tick. Why is Van der Beek not even playing, man? Van der Beek is better than Fred, and he's better than McTominay. I do not understand that one bit. I was going to say, what would you have Pogba and Fred holding? And I don't think that's good enough. But McTominay, I presume he's on... Van der Beek, I presume is on the bench. I presume Van der Beek's on the bench. And you know what? You need a goal. Villarreal aren't causing you too many issues. So although I'm not sure about taking McTominay off because he is your most defensive midfielder and he is really the only thing that's stopping Villarreal on the counter-attack, Van der Beek could do a job there. And he is a lot better on the ball going forward. And, in my opinion, he's a lot better footballer than McTominay. I don't think McTominay is on the same level as Van der Beek. So I don't see why Van der Beek isn't getting game time. No pen, you say. And yes, I definitely concur with that statement. I don't think it was a penalty. I feel like that would be very harsh if that penalty was given. But it could work out. The ball's whipped in by Luke Shaw from the free kick. It's cleared away. Only as far as Greenwood. Greenwood, that's a dodgy touch. And it is cleared away by Villarreal now. But Man United keep the men forward. Wan-Bissaka on the ball now. He's slowing it down for some reason. I don't know why he's slowing it down. But he is slowing it down nonetheless. Giving it forward now. And it's Paul Pogba. Gives it to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw sprays it out to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, can he cut it He's drilled it, he's driven back inside, and he's ripped a shot straight into the goalkeeper's hand. Simply not good enough. And that has been the tale of the game, really. Not good enough in many areas for Man United. They got an equaliser. Wasn't of the highest quality. It was a bit of a pinball goal. Villarreal's goal was a very, very poor defending from Man U. It's been a game of not a lot of quality, to be honest. There's a lot of quality on the pitch, but not a lot of quality has been possessed. The 2 goals have come from very poor defending, in my opinion. And there have been moments where Man U have looked dangerous. Look, if you're wondering why I'm just talking about Man U and not Villarreal, I'm not biased. And believe me, I'm the last person that would be biased to Man U. Because I'm a Leeds fan, of all things. You know? We're not exactly best friends with Man United. But the whole game, like everything that's been somewhat exciting on the ball has been Man U. Villarreal are just sat back. This is so, like, they've been so boring. They've tried to kill the game off. And it's Rashford! I thought he was offside. Bruno Fernandes gets the ball. I thought he was well off. He whips it in. And Marcus Rashford is one-on-one. It's virtually an open goal. And he's passed it wide. He's passed it wide. Sell Rashford. I mean, I'm not sure about that. But I can't blame you for being angry. Because what the hell was that? What was that? What was that from Rashford? Wow, that was left onside. That was really, really poor. That was one-on-one. And he's tapped it. The ball's gone off his foot. It's hit the floor. And it's gone wide. Wow, what a chance. I thought Bruno was offside, so I didn't think anything of it. But flipping hell, man. That's ridiculous. That is really, really ridiculous. How's he missed that? That is absolutely shocking. That is shocking. That is embarrassing. I mean, I know he's... that's what a lot of people would criticise Raheem Sterling for, is something like that. He's really not had a good game today, Rashford. It's not his game. And you could say, maybe you're right about Dan James coming on. Maybe you were. But this is better though. Luke Shaw now. It's Cavani! Oh, what the hell was that by Luke Shaw? What? He cut inside. I thought he was going to go for a shot. It looks like he did take a shot. And it went so wide that it managed to find its way to Cavani, who rips the header in. And it's cleared away by a Villarreal defender. I couldn't see who didn't know a single thing about it. But that was lovely Ronaldo chop in there by Luke Shaw. He comes in. And he rips it. It's definitely a shot. Finds its way to Cavani. And it hits, I don't know who there. Number 4. But he didn't know anything about that. That was 100% luck. And I thought it was a corner. But it is a goal kick. But wow. 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 Marcus Rashford. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is absolutely bloody crazy. Bruno Fernandes on the attack now. He's walking. He's walking. He's not even asked. He's only playing in a European final. What would he need to care about? That's my question. Well, clearly, quite a lot. As the ball comes through, it's a lovely 1-2. Wan-Bissaka whips it in now. You can see Man United are starting to get the crosses in more. Their game plan is definitely to get crosses into Cavani. That is where they feel like they'll be most dangerous, and that is where I feel like they'll be most dangerous as well. That is really indeed where I feel like they'll be at their most dangerous. It is looking like we could be heading for extra time if the game carries on in this manner, in this fashion. Of Villarreal sitting 20 men behind the ball and Man United struggling as hard as they can to break them down, but not managing to find a way through. Pau Torres. Pau Torres. I presume you're talking about the guy who cleared the ball off the line there, number 4. Number 4. It sounds about right. Let me just check the squad to see if number 4. Yeah, Pau Torres. Yeah, mate, you're a genius. You're a visionary. What can I say? This is what I like about the channel. Yeah, we don't get any old schmucks coming here. We get intellectual football fans. We get people that have played the game, people that know the game, that understand the play, that understand the game. And you are definitely one of those people, Atomic Puppet. Definitely. You bring a great credit to the family here. Great pride. Ollie needs to make a sub. Yep, he does. He does. Although you could say if it carries on like this, it's only a matter of time before you break him down and score. But it is always risky because Villarreal are always dangerous on the counter-attack. And to be honest, who would you bring on? Who do you think he needs to change? Because it's hard when I look at that. You can look at Dan James. I mean, look, let's have a look at the bench. Who do you have? Brandon Williams, he's not going to come on. Dean Henderson, Juan Mata, Van der Beek, Dan James, and Fred. To be honest, the only two I think that could really help you get a goal would be Van der Beek and Dan James. Maybe you could say Fred could come on. And the ball's played through here. Manu on the Villarreal on the counter-attack. It's Wan-Bissaka. He smashed it into the Villarreal man, but it is given for a corner. Pedraza there on the wing. Let's see. He slides in. And he does. He kicks it onto Wan-Bissaka. That is a Villarreal corner. This is where Villarreal are dangerous. When they get the set pieces. This is where Man United better back their ideas up. Mata. I mean, I was watching a rant yesterday from a Man United fan talking with Flex about how Mata's better than Bruno Fernandes. I mean, I think that's a bit crazy. But Mata, he's very good at holding the ball up. And yet, like you say, the final ball. He's he's composed. A lot of players, they get to the area where they need to release the final ball and they rush, they panic, and when they have a lot of time to think about it, they mess it up. They overthink themselves, they hype themselves into a corner and they mess it up. Juan Mata is someone who's he's like Pablo Hernandez in a way. He's very composed on the ball. And he can analyse the situation. And when there's a lot of space in front of him, he can break it down and analytically choose exactly where to pick the ball out. His brain works a lot quicker than a lot of these other players. And he has that calmness about him to where he can objectively pick a final ball. So that could be a good change. I don't think I'd make that change. I think I'd still rather bring Dan James on. I know Dan James is the opposite of composed. But I can't argue with Juan Mata. It's all in Ollie's hand at the end of the day. We're saying this. Ollie's the man that's been paid to make the changes. But it is Unai Emery who's making changes instead. Bringing on Paco Alcacer. And who else is he bringing on? Yeremy is off. Yeremy is off the pitch for Paco Alcacer. Unai Emery gunning for it now. Pino off as well. Yeremy Pino for Paco Alcacer. Who else is coming off? There is a double change in the offing here. You can see. Who's that? Who's coming off? Come on, show me the change. Show me the money. Moy Gomez is the guy who's getting ready to come on. He has stripped his jacket off now. It's Moy Gomez and Paco Alcacer coming on for Trigueros. Trigueros is who is the man who is taking place for Moy Gomez. So Unai Emery going for it now. You disrespecting Mata by comparing him to Pablo Hernandez? That is not a disrespect to anyone. I would compare Messi to Pablo Hernandez. In fact, I consider it disrespect to Pablo Hernandez to have him in the same breath as Juan Mata. Okay? And I love Mata as much as the next guy. When he was at Chelsea and he won their Player of the Year for 2 years straight before Mourinho came and dusted him off and sent him to Man U. He was class. He was one of the main reasons they won the Champions League if you listen to Didier Drogba. And I love him. But Pablo Hernandez is different gravy. And I will not have any slander on the name of my man Pablo. But here we go. This is it. This is what a lot of people criticised Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for. They say he's tactically inept. He's not able to make changes at the right time. He sits there with the same tired old squad week in, week out, playing McFred week in, week out, despite the fact they can't hack it. And this is it. Unai Emery is the first one to make a change. He's the first one to go for a little different outlook, to change up the players, to change up their style. Whilst Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is standing strong. He's standing with his squad, and it could work out for him as the ball's whipped in. It's just cleared away there. Cavani almost getting his foot on the ball, almost flicking it forward. It is defended well, and it is now a Manchester United corner. Just 11 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. Man United with the corner now. Luke Shaw on the ball. Wraps his foot round it, plays it across. It's now whipped in. And it's cleared away well. Rashford now to Pogba. Pogba gets it down, plays it inside to McTominay. McTominay out to Pogba, and again it is lovely defending by Juan Foyth. Pogba taken down there, no foul. Luke Shaw to McTominay. McTominay out to Rashford. Rashford out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw on the edge of the area, whips a lovely ball in. Only as far as the goalkeeper. Not a good enough ball, in my opinion. I called it a lovely ball in, but it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. There wasn't enough pace on it. There wasn't enough disguise on it. And it does go straight into the hands of Rui. Paco Alcacer there, getting himself on the ball. And let me tell you something. Paco Alcacer is a man who needs to be feared. A man who commands respect. A man who commands fear. When he was at Barcelona, I know they released him. And I know he wasn't setting the world alight over there. But when he was both at Barcelona and when he was at Borussia Dortmund especially Dortmund, boy, that guy was lightning, man. That guy is a lethal finisher. Rashford cuts inside and rips a shot wide. That's a very poor shot. But Paco Alcacer is not a man to be snubbed at. And he's not a man you want to allow anywhere near your 6-yard box, 18-yard box even for that matter. If you are, for that Juan matter, if you're a Man United fan. Because Paco Alcacer is lethal. And if you give him a sniff in that 6-yard box or even in the 18-yard box, like I said, he will finish, he will score, and he will be clinical. And he'll make you regret allowing him to get into such space. 9 minutes left on the clock. Unai Emery posing himself for another change. Another change by Unai Emery. He's not happy with the draw. He wants to steal a win in regulation time. Maybe he feels like his players won't have the legs in extra time. So he's trying to make a change now. Alternatively, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer not changing anything. He's happy with his squad. He's happy to stick through. Man United fans, I mean you, Puppet, clearly calling for a change. Calling for Juan Mata. Calling for Daniel James. Calling for a little switch of something to give you some inspiration. A little change in patterns. Something else for Villarreal to think about. But Solskjaer standing strong. Not doing it. And now Villarreal have a free kick in the opposition half. Playing it forward. I believe it was Eric Bailly who took him out there. Yes, it was. Paco Alcacer. It looks like Paco Alcacer has bought that. He's gone down to his local Poundland and he's given them 15 quid. He's like, let me buy anything you want there. Let me buy all the free kicks you have there. Because Eric Bailly has pulled his arm out. He's barely made any connection. And Paco Alcacer has done the typical Spaniard thing of basically grabbing your face like this and pretending like you've been absolutely polaxed when really you've just been grazed by some air. By a viscous stroke of air. And it could be a viscous ball in here. Danny Parejo stood over the ball. Whips it in. It's a lovely catch by De Gea there. An easy catch by David De Gea. Really pulled in by Parejo by all accounts. And could they be on the counter-attack here? Fernandes out to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka back to Fernandes. Gives it into Paul Pogba. This is what they've been doing a lot. They've been getting the ball at the back here. They get somewhat near the midfield and they just play it wide and they push themselves out too wide. Not enough disguise, not enough ingenuity, but that's more like it there. That is more like it. The ball's gone out wide to Marcus Rashford, and instead of playing it out again, Luke Shaw has made an overlapping run, but he's not just run down the wing. He's cut inside with his run, allowing Rashford to play a reverse pass in, which sells the defender, completely mugs the defender off, and it puts Luke Shaw straight in on the edge of the area, who whips a lovely ball in before Foyth. Absolutely, it looks like he's crunched Luke Shaw's ankle there. And Luke Shaw is now getting some medical treatment on the side. That was a dirty challenge by Foyth there, by all accounts. He studied the inside of his ankle there. And he has, of course, picked up a booking for his troubles. And I think that is the right decision. That was a very reckless challenge there. Of course, if Foyth is to win a trophy, then it's not only Arsenal fans that will be mugged off, but Tottenham fans, the other side in North London, the other big side in North London, shall I say. Of course, you know, you got cracking sides like Bournemouth and Barnet in there. But the other big major side in North London could be looked to be absolute mugs if Juan Foyth does leave them and win a trophy only 2 years after leaving their club. There's still a bit of Mickey Mousing going on at the side here. I don't know. 4-1 still coming. I presume you're talking about extra time then, mate. Because I can't lie. 4 goals in 5 minutes. I mean, I've seen 3 goals rather in 5 minutes. I've seen stranger things happen. I mean, just think of the Real Madrid versus, I forget who, Atletico. As the ball's whipped in, and it's a handball by McTominay. What's he playing at there? Lindelof has completely mucked up the overhead kick there. And it's been a handball by McTominay. But the 4-1 Real Madrid against Atletico Champions League final, where they went to extra time and went from 1-1 to 4-1 in a matter of about 5-10 minutes. So stranger things have happened than Man U scoring 3 goals. However, it's not looking likely right now. Wayne Rooney there in the crowds, of course, playing for Man United for what was probably about 14 years. In the end, making himself a Man United legend. Man United's all-time top goal scorer. He will definitely be hoping for Man United to win. And of course, Derby County manager. A Derby County manager whose side only just escaped relegation on the last day of the season. Marcus Rashford now. Heavy touch. Heavy touch. Foyth has had Rashford's number like nobody's business. Foyth has mugged Rashford off completely today. He really has. Foyth has completely mugged Rashford off. Rashford, I'll say it, he could score. He could score the winner, and this clip could go around everywhere mugging me off. But I think you've got to take Rashford off. I think either for Mata, like you said, for a little change, because look, you've got Greenwood and Rashford who are very similar players. If you bring Dan James on again, very similar to those two. Mata, I can see what you're saying. It does give a different little bit of style. There is something that that the other two don't offer, so I can understand Mata coming on, and that could be the right decision. However, I'd still maybe bring Dan James on just for his pace. And speaking of pace, would you believe it, Pedraza is coming off for Villarreal, and Alberto Moreno, Liverpool reject Alberto Moreno, is coming on for Villarreal. And if I'm a Man United fan, I am licking my lips right now. Absolutely licking my lips. Not only that, but Juan Foyth has made way for Mario Gaspar, making it 4 changes in the second half for Unai Emery. And in that time, Solskjaer has made 0. Are you still gagging for a change, Atomic? Are you still gagging for a change? And if you are, What is that change you're gagging for? Do you want Mata on still? And if so, who would you bring Mata on for? I can only presume you're going to say Mata for Rashford. Or anyone else in here. Who else? We got 5 people in here. Who do you think should come on for Man U to change it up? Who do you think could reinvigorate this side? Who could energize them? Who could give them a chance of coming into this game? Luke Shaw giving the ball back to Victor Lindelof here. Lindelof to Bailly. This is too slow, it's too passive, it's too placid, and it's too lethargic. Messi James. No. You can use Messi for Messi Lingard. I'm not hearing it for Messi James. And Mata for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Who do you think should come on for Man U to change it up? Who do you... No. Mata for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So what? Do you want to go 3 at the back? Who are you putting right back there? Because I know for damn sure you're not putting this whipped into Pogba. Oh, he could have stolen it there. He's headed the ball over the bar. I know for damn sure you're not putting Juan Mata in at right back. I know that for damn sure. Messi James are presumed for Rashford. And Mata for Wan-Bissaka. But who are you playing right back there? Are you going 3 at the back and putting Mata right wing back? Or who the hell would you put in? I mean Greenwood right back? Because, yeah, like I say, I know for damn sure Mata ain't playing right back. 3 at the back. And then what? Mata right wing back, Dan James left wing back. Or, yeah, so what? Luke Shaw at centre back. Is that what you're telling me? Luke Shaw at centre back with Daniel James left wing back and Juan Mata right wing back. I mean, defensively, not the best. To be honest, I don't think Luke Shaw is a great centre-back. I don't think he'll play great in centre-back. And I'm not sure about Dan James's defending or Juan Mata's defending. But that's not really a big trouble for you right now. The trouble is getting a goal. The trouble is your offensive play. And Rashford could steal it at the death here. But no, he has walked your ball off the pitch. Of course, there are 3 minutes left of regulation time. 3 minutes left. It is 1-1. Manchester United 1. Villarreal 1. 2.5 minutes left before extra time. 3-4-3 you're calling for. I don't know how that works, but at the end of the day, you don't want to go to penalties. That's one thing you definitely don't want to go to, because that is a pot of luck. That is 100% luck. All out attack. The fans are calling for all-out attack. But I tell you who's not calling for that. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Because he's not making a change. He's not even looking like he's about to make a change. It's like he doesn't care about making a change. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is happy to sit through to potentially claw out a lucky goal. But hey, I definitely agree with you, man. I think you should go all-out attack. Why not? Why not? You have got to worry about the counter-attack. Of course, that is Villarreal's only main threat. But why not go all-out attack? Why bloody not? There's Lindelof is pulled down there. Trigueros gives it out. And it's ripped over the bar. I repeat, absolutely ripped over the bar by Pau Torres. And there's just 1 minute left. Can they get a winner? Can either side get a winner? Oh, shit. That is not good. There is 1 minute left. I need to quickly run and grab my towel. Grab the headset back. Hoist the towel over my desk. Because that is not what we like to see right there. That is really not good. I've just spilt my beer everywhere. All over the gaff. That is really, really clumsy. It's stupid. It's idiotic. Much like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been this game, some people may say. Man United on the attack. Last attack of the half. Greenwood basically getting Royal Rumble hack and slash by Alberto Moreno, but yet no free kick is given. Nothing is given there. Last minute of the game. That's all dry now. Alright, thank the Lord for that. What's this dripping coming down? Oh, shit. That's not dry. That's not dry at all, James. You clamp it. Oh, I've completely mucked up my towel now, haven't I? Now there's bloody beer all over my towel. Oh, that's not what you want. Not what you want at all. And that is it. It is full time. It is full time. Full time of regulatory time. Extra time to come. Extra time to come. It is 1-1 to Manchester United and Villarreal. Both, of course. I don't know why I said 2. I don't know why I said 2. But it is 1-1 in the tie. Extra time still to come. What do you guys think of that? What changes would you make, more importantly? What changes would you make? And who would you not? It is 1-1. I'm absolutely dying for the toilet. This time is going to be even quicker because I've still got my beer here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sprint off to the toilet. Absolutely pace it to the toilet. And I will be back in 20 seconds. But while I am gone, I want you guys to put your score predictions for the final. I want you to put who you think is going to score next. And I also want to know who you think. I see you saying there, Atomic Puppet, we need to make a sub. So while I'm gone, I want you to tell me exactly who you want to sub, who you want to take off, and what formation you want to deploy whilst I'm gone. I'll be back in literally 20 seconds. This is getting really exciting right now. Back in 20. The king has returned. So, okay, let's have a little look at the chat. Rooney, we need to make a sub. 4-1 Cavani hat-trick. Well, if you're saying a Cavani hat-trick, it would actually be a Cavani 4 goals. Unless if you're saying he's going to score 2 and someone else is going to score 1. Potentially the Juan Mata substitution that you were poising. Pace like a Dharma to the toilet. Mate! I was like a Dharma in his prime right there. Unfortunately, because I drank so much, the urination did take a bit longer than expected, but I literally sprinted there, sprinted back, Mate, I was pacey like a dama, as you say. And bring on James for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The second half is starting. The second half. Why did I say the second half? It is the first half of extra time is about to start. Dan James for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. 3-4-3. But it doesn't look like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's doing that. It doesn't look like he's done anything, actually. It looks like he's gone for the exact same squad. I know you can see that 1 minute 03 right now. Again, I'm just waiting until the first minute of added time gets through there so I can fix it. Because you know how these streams, they don't show you the time of the game until till it's just started. So it is, of course, 20 seconds into the game. I will start it up when it is there. But yes, Daniel James for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I can hear that. I can hear your cries to go through the back. Cavani hat-trick and Bruno 1 goal. Bruno. Is your magnifico. He goes left, he goes right. He is fucking shite. He's your Portuguese fraud, you fico. Bruno. Let's see, the time is very close to me resuming the timer. If I can get this on, this will be big. 2, 1, 2. Yes, literally perfectly on the buzzer there. The time is all synced up. Cavani hat-trick, Bruno 1 goal. Hey, it could happen. It could happen. But not if Solskjaer's not going to make any changes. Not if he's going to sit there scratching his arse. Look, you've seen it here. Villarreal, Unai Emery, who's heavily criticised, is a man who has cojones and he's changing it up. This could... If this doesn't work for Solskjaer... Look, if it works for Solskjaer, he's going to come off like a genius for sticking to his guns. And he's going to come off like, yes, that is stubborn. That's what all top managers are. They're stubborn to their philosophy, to their ideologies. And it will work out for them. However, Bruno Fernandes now whipping it across. And it's just cleared away. However, if this doesn't work for Man United, if Villarreal do end up winning, either on penalties or in full time, then this could be very bad. This could spell the beginning of the end for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This game is absolutely massive for the rest of his Man United career. It's absolutely imperative that he wins it. Now, Alberto Moreno on the counter-attack for Villarreal. Lung-busting run down the left-hand side. Whips a cross in, and it is cleared away by Luke Shaw. This is it. Final 28 minutes of the game. No matter what, we'll be heading to penalties if a winner is not decided. This is it. This is what we live for in footballs. We live for the finals. We live for the extra time, the anticipation, the jeopardy, the energy, the enigmatic pressure and force. This is what football is all about. The next goal could be decisive. It's really, it's on a knife edge, this game. It's the next goal will really decide the outcome of it. And the next goal has so much jeopardy lying on it that anytime either side are on the attack, the opposition fans are absolutely bricking it. And I can only imagine what is going on in your stomach right now, Atomic Puppet. All I'm saying is, if I was you, in about half an hour when this game ends, I would be absolutely tactically nuking the toilet because of all the stress that's bubbling around in there. That's all I'm saying. Bruno will take all of your... What can I say? Penalty specialist. He'll take them all. Just bribes off the referee. He's like, don't worry. Keeps putting like... Just keeps putting face masks on at the other players and running up and taking the pens for them. Now, imagine you'll probably have Paul Pogba taking your last penalty and it'll take like some 10-hour run-up before he takes the penalty. Will you win another European final on penalty, though? That's the question. Of course, you won that one against Chelsea, where John Terry slipped on his arse. Could you rely on Alberto Moreno slipping on his arse instead? That's funny, though. Bruno Fernandes will take all of your penalties. For fuck's sake. Raul Albiol there slashing down his own man. Slashing down. Mate, you can tell it's bad, yeah? When even I've turned the commentary on for literally 1 second and I'm hearing Robbie Savage criticising Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for not going to his bench. Why he's not making a change, I do not know. Yes, you're still in the game. Yes, you're drawing the game. But he should be making a change here. He's got to change something because, I mean, it's not good enough. It's simply not good enough. You should be trouncing these lot. Man, you should really be trouncing these lot. If you look at the players on the squad, Villarreal's squad is made up of has-beens of so many Premier League clubs. You've got Alberto Moreno playing there. You've got Paco Alcacer, a has-been, well, not even a has-been, a reject for both Barcelona and Borussia Dortmund. Alberto Moreno, a Liverpool reject. You got Juan Foyth, the Tottenham reject. You got Parejo, who, yeah, wasn't really a reject for Valencia, but instead, you know, forced to be sold. Actually, one of Valencia's best players. So they have got a good few talented players there, but generally, I mean, United late winner. Could be an El Matador special. An El Matador special in the dying embers of the game. To be honest, although I'm saying, like, you know, you want changes and you want a goal now, it's always easier to say in hindsight. But if you are to win it with, like, a last-minute winner, that's when it's really, really exciting. And that, by the end of it, you're like, okay, you know what? I'm happy we didn't score earlier on because it gave me the joy of watching us score that last-minute winner. But it's always easier said than done. There's nothing better than scoring a last-minute winner. It's what football's all about. Like, you can watch it on the highlights, but it doesn't, unless if you've watched it live, it doesn't fill you with that same energy. The feeling of just dying for a goal, of desperation. And there's number 19. And they're number 19. They're number 19. I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean Villarreal's number 19? And it's whipped in there. Cleared away by Luke Shaw. Not quite sure what you mean by and they're not and there's number 19. Unless if that's a reference to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Of course, I mean, to be honest, you know what? I've completely forgotten that, you know, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the manager. And if you were to win a European final with a last-minute winner, with a team managed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who, of course, himself scored a last-minute winner against Bayern Munich in 1999, that would be written in the stars, wouldn't it? That would be faith. Yep, isn't he an Arsenal reject? Who, oh, and they're number 19. Fucking, I don't know about their numbers. Oh, Coquelin. Is Francis Coquelin number 19? Is it Francis Coquelin you're talking about? Because, yes, Francis Coquelin is an Arsenal reject. Of course, after Eden Hazard absolutely spun him like a Beyblade at Stamford Bridge a few years ago, that virtually ended his Premier League career, Coquelin. And I think you're right. I think he is number 19 for them. Let me see. To be honest, I didn't even see Coquelin come on. But yes, Coquelin is an Arsenal reject. Eden Hazard, the man you're talking about earlier, of course, the man to end his career. I actually remember that. I remember that game vividly. That game, I was watching it at my my auntie's, funnily enough, when that game happened. And my uncle was actually an Arsenal fan, and he was not best happy. I'll tell you that much. There was a lot of smoke for Coquelin. He was. Oh! Alcacer! Wow, that is really bad defending from Man U there. Alcacer has drifted into the box unmarked there. Virtually unchallenged. But yeah, Coquelin started off very well, very good for Arsenal. But then after a couple of years, he kind of drifted off. And hold on a second here. There's a substitution for Man U. And he's taken Greenwood off for Fred. I'm not sure about that one, Chief. I'm not sure about that one. I don't know what he's playing at there. But he's taken Greenwood off for Fred when Man United need a goal. Possibly is because Villarreal have been putting Man U under a lot of pressure right now. They have been winning the midfield battle in extra time. So potentially that's the reason why. But why not bring at least Van de Beek on, man? I don't understand that one bit. Why Fred? Exactly. Exactly, Puppet. I don't know why. I don't know why he's brought Fred on. And I don't know why he's taken Greenwood off. I don't know why he's taken Greenwood off. And I don't know why he's brought Fred on. If anything, you should say Rashford should maybe come off. Maybe he feels like if it goes to penalties, he trusts Rashford more than he trusts Greenwood. But I don't understand that change personally. He's basically playing for penalties at that point. He's basically admitting that he's scared of Villarreal. I do not understand that one bit. Parejo now poised. Looks menacingly into the box as he prepares to strike the ball with venom, with dip, with pace, with swaz. Whips it in. And it's punched over by David De Gea there. Lovely assured stuff from him. At least take off Rashford. That's what I would have thought. Like I said, the only thing I can think to defend Rashford, is that potentially he feels like Rashford's more likely to convert a penalty than Mason Greenwood is. So for that, maybe you could say he's playing for penalties. But I don't see why he's taken Greenwood off and not Rashford. Greenwood, I feel like he's probably more value to get a goal. I mean, he has drifted out the game, if I'm honest, Greenwood, but still. I don't understand that. The ball is now whipped in. It's cleared away. Fred there with a nice challenge there. It's played on by Luke Shaw. Bruno Fernandes now plays in Rashford. Rashford can't quite get there. Alberto Moreno instead gets there. This is more end-to-end now. Villarreal really coming out to play. Villarreal do not want penalties. It looks like Man United are the side that's more happy to take penalties over Villarreal. Villarreal, this is a lot better from them. This is what I wanted to see from them at the beginning of the game. I wanted to see Trigueros getting on the ball more. I wanted to see Parejo getting on the ball more. I wanted to see them spraying their balls forward, playing a bit more, a bit less passive, a bit more enigmatically, a bit more venomously. Because in the first half, it was very in front of them. Everything was going on in front of them. It was too sideways. There wasn't enough pace in their play. There wasn't enough energy in their pressing or their counter-pressing. But now, when Man United have been pressing players forward through the likes of Rashford and Bruno Fernandes, they've been going at them. They've been saying, you know what? You can push your players forward, but when you do bring them forward, we're going to come at you. And that's what they're doing now. This is more like it from Villarreal. They've been definitely the better side in the first half of extra time after getting thoroughly dominated for 90 minutes. It's whipped forward now. What I feel like is Man U have to weather the storm until half-time. It's come through from Moreno and it's calmly picked up from David De Gea there. I was going to say cleared, but calmly caught by David De Gea. And I feel like Man U are just trying to weather out the storm until half-time of extra time before they go for the jugular in the second half. Because I feel like they are definitely getting outgunned right now. 1 minute left in the first half of extra time. What do you guys think of that Fred substitution? What do you think of that? That is very controversial. Very controversial indeed. If it pays off, he looks like a genius. If it doesn't pay off, he looks like an absolute muppet. Fred gives it back to Bailly. Bailly out to McTominay. McTominay now. McTominay to Rashford. Rashford out to McTominay. McTominay to Wan-Bissaka. Back to Rashford. Rashford out to Lindelof. Needs a big ball in for them now. Big ball. This is really coming to the business end of the game. It's chipped in by Pogba. Only as far as Rashford though. And he's offside again. Joke of a sub. I mean, you said it. You said it. I'm not as emotionally invested as you to say that or to give abuse to him. I'm analysing it with a bit more of a clear head here, but I still don't understand that. Even without the tribalism, I still don't. If I'm looking at it objectively, just based on the nature of the game, I do not understand that substitution one bit. I do not get it. I don't get what he was thinking with that. I don't get what he could be thinking. Why is he trying to go so defensively? I mean, maybe because they were dominating the midfield battle. That's all I can give you. But even then, why not bring Van de Beek on? Van de Beek offers more than Fred for me. He offers a lot more than Fred. And that's it. That's half time. That's half time. That is half time of extra time. Just 15 minutes to go, or we could be heading for penalties. No era penal. Penandes. Son Penion. And yes, you know what I would say? You know what I would say? Is, I think about it. How many substitutions have Villarreal made? They've made 5. I'm pretty sure that's all their subs, right? You can't make more than 5 substitutions. I know Europe is still playing the 5 substitution rule. And I think you may get 1 extra for extra time. Although I feel like that extra sub may be taken off because of the fact that the 5 substitution rule is in place. And if so, they've made all their subs. And if they've made all their subs, then they're there to be exposed. They're there to be hit on the counter-attack. And this is where you've got to go for the jugular if you're Man U. If you're Man U, you have to throw the kitchen sink at it. I mean, they've just panned over to Alex Ferguson there on the camera, and he looks sick as a parrot. He looks sick as a Troy parrot. He looks absolutely disgusted. He was probably absolutely spitting his gum shield out, or spitting his teeth out when he saw that. Fred came on. Look at this, Villarreal all coming together here. Villarreal look like a lot more of a cohesive unit than Man U. This is it, Unai Emery riling up the boys, rallying the troops. 15 minutes left, could Villarreal snatch it? Could they cause an upset? Could they cause a smash and grab? It's looking like a smash and grab could be on the cards for Villarreal. The more the game goes on, the more Man United throw away their opportunity to make a change and go for the jugular. The more it looks like Villarreal could cause a smash and grab. The momentum does feel like it's shifting in Villarreal's favour. Second half of extra time starts. The timer is 16 minutes. I will resume it when it gets to the 16th minute of the game. That is in 30-second time. Villarreal now on the counter-attack. And I need the sugar rush. And Lindelof hacking down his man there. Danny Parejo stood over the free kick again. Another free kick for Parejo in extra time. Whips it in and it's a very poor free kick there. It's flicked on still. It's a lovely clearance by Cavani. Are you feeling confident? Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, Cavani, Fred penalties. Is Fred one of your better penalty takers then? Is that the general consensus with Man U fans that Fred is one of the better penalty takers? Because if so, that could probably be the reason why he brought him on. Maybe he was thinking forward to penalties. Maybe that's why he brought him on. Cavani now! That was close. That was close for Cavani there. I don't know about Fred. So you were just throwing Fred in there for the shits and giggles then. Because I was going to say, maybe that could be a reason why he chose Fred. Sorry, if you see the timer, by the way, going all over the gaff, I am about to resume it now. I missed the timer because I was too busy looking at your chat about Fred. So the reason the timer's all over the spaff is your fault, Atomic, yeah? But there you go, it's perfectly on now. Fred arguing with Coquelin. He said, hey, why did you leave Arsenal, man? Come on, you should have stayed at Arsenal. Give us more 3 points with your shit midfield play. I don't know why Fred's turned Russian all of a sudden. But I'll tell you what he is doing. Is rushing into challenges. As he did there. Rushed into Coquelin there and gave away a stupid penalty. Parejo now lining up his tracer bullet, and he's going in with about as much accuracy as a blind man playing darts. Absolutely no accuracy, absolutely well off the target, and to be honest, about as consistent as pigeon shit on Trafalgar Square. His free kicks they've been high, they've been wide, they've been soft, they've been flaccid, they've been more flaccid than a 70-year-old man's dick. And his free kicks have really been poor. Rashford now on the counter-attack. Oh, almost latching onto that ball there. It was a lovely ball forward. I can't see who played the ball forward there. The ball's flicked over. Albiol completely left blindsided. And Rui making a brilliant catch. A brilliant diving interception before Rashford, who was hungry, who was alert, who was pouncing, ready for that goal, could have got his foot on it. He has taken a knock though, and he is down. He slaps the floor in disgust. Take Rashford off. I don't know. You want him for penalties. You want him for penalties. And it's a bit too late for that now. He's down though. He's down and injured. He's off. Dan James is on. Dan James is coming on, I'm telling you now. They're showing Dan James warming up. They're showing him the book. It looks like they're showing him a bloody children's colouring book there. I don't know what tactics they're trying to tell him. The only tactic I'd say is sprint down that line. Sprint down Alberto Moreno's side, because that guy is going to give you a lot of space and he's going to leave you more open than a 40-year-old hooker's legs on the red light district. But yes, Rashford is not, he looks injured, he looks heavy-legged right now, and it looks like he is coming off for Dan James. Axel Twanzebe also coming on. I wonder who he's going to come on for. Daniel Kings. I'm not having that. I'm not having that slander on my boy Dan James, yeah? Don't compare him to a wife beater. And someone who shags their brother's wife for 13 years straight. However, on the ball, you probably have to say Giggs is a bit of a cut from a higher cloth than Daniel James. Cavani now on the ball, gives it out to Luke Shaw. It's played out. It's a heavy touch there by Bailly, who's given it straight there to Francis Coquelin. Villarreal on the counter-attack now. The ball's played up to Paco Alcacer. It's a lovely flick on. Moreno. Alcacer. And it's lovely defending by McTominay there. Football gigs. So, yeah, not the off-the-ball stuff. Just on the pitch. I think that's all Giggs has going for him, to be honest. I think his reputation as far as off-the-ball stuff has gone, I think it's down the shitter. If I'm honest, down the shitter. Although, the sub is not happening right now. It's not happening one bit. They're not allowing it to happen. 22nd minute looming of additional time. 7 seconds to go until there is only 8 minutes of extra time left before penalties. Alberto Moreno now on the ball. Goes down Eric Bailly. Gets bodied off the ball. Still has it. It's now on the ball. Now it's Moreno. He drills it across. Alcacer loses the ball. McTominay is rolling around on the floor holding his face. And they could be in here. Moreno gives it across. Coquelin. Coquelin still. I don't know what McTominay's doing on the floor. McTominay's still lying on the floor holding his face. What's happened? He looks like he's been poleaxed, man. He's been lying on the floor for a minute. That's not what you got to be doing in a Europa League Final. In a European Final. My dad's sending me a YouTube link for some reason. It's a Pablo Hernandez video. I'll watch that after, lad. But for now, we've got 7 minutes left in a European final. McTominay's still down now. He looks like he's in great discomfort. Great pain. Bring him off for Van der Beek. I hear the fans shouting. I hear Puppet shouting. I can hear it. What is McTominay doing? What is he doing? I don't know. Unless if he's really badly hurt. But let's see. They're slow-moing it. They're not going to show it now. They're showing a potential handball from Fred, but that's not a handball if you ask me. McTominay's still down. Is he buying time? They're doing a potential penalty check. Potential penalty check on Fred there. I don't think that's a penalty at all. But what's going on with McTominay? I want them to show slow-mo, because all I saw, it looked a bit dubious, and then he just dove to the ground, and he's staying lying down there. Unless if he's severely hurt, then that's embarrassing. If he can play on, then that's embarrassing. You're in a European final. And you're lying on the floor. What's happened? I don't care about the penalty, man. It's not a penalty. Oh, I don't know. Nah, it's not a penalty. Yeah, it's not a handball. It's come off Fred's leg and bounced off. Do you guys think that's a handball? Yeah, the VAR said no. Do you guys think that was a handball right there? No penalty is given. The substitutions are being made now. Axel Twanzebe is coming on. Eric Bailly, the man to make place. I'm not sure about that one. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about Bailly coming off, Puppet? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I would have taken Victor off. I would have taken Victor Lin off. No pen. No pen. I have to agree with that one. I don't think... There were 2 contentious penalties today, weren't there? There was one for you lot in the first half. And there was one for Villarreal just then. I don't think either were penalties. No tactical changes at all, man. Bringing a defender on for a defender. And who's Dan James coming on for? I presume Rashford. Has he even brought Dan James on? What's going on? Yeah, Dan James is on for Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba's off. So that is a tactical change. But I'm not sure about that with penalties looming. I thought Pogba Pogba was one of the better penalty takers for you lot. I don't know about that. Do not know about that one bit. Pogba off, yeah, Pogba off indeed. That is a tactical change by Solskjaer. 3.5 minutes left. You're heading towards penalties, mate. You're heading towards penalties. Yeah. It's going to be, all I'm saying, mate, a lot of adrenaline is coming your way. A hell of a lot of adrenaline. A hell of a lot of excitement. A hell of a lot of passion. Potentially a hell of a lot of pain, depending on how they go. I personally hate penalty shootouts. I love them and I hate them. I love them as a neutral. I also love them being in them when they go your way. But they're very painful. 4-1 on penalty. Oh, for fuck's sake. The 4-1's still coming. Oh, mate. 4-1 penalties. Fucking hell. Could be. Could be. Fernandes now out to Rashford, who's completely lost the ball there. He's lost his legs, he's lost his energy, which begs the question, why did he take Pogba off and leave Rashford on? Rashford looks dead, and now it's Luke Shaw lying down there. Are Man U playing for stoppage time, playing for penalties, or are they really bad injuries? That's a nothing challenge for me. Coquelin slapped his arse there. It's kinky Coquelin back in action with the arse slapping action, but no, I don't see how that's a severe injury from Luke Shaw there. It's looking to me like the instructions have been, you know, let's just go down, let's just play for time a bit, and hopefully play out for penalties. By the way, I am just realising, if you guys are wondering what this thing in the top left is, it's kind of designed for Twitch. The top left is the most recent subscriber of the channel, who, that's not just a standard text there, that actually changes depending on who the latest sub is. If they have public subscriptions. If they don't, then it doesn't come up, it's weird. The rest of them I need to sort out to personalise them for YouTube, so that the latest comment, the top chatter and stuff. Because if it's for top chatters for the channel and top contributors, then let's just say Atomic Puppet, your name deserves to be up there, mate. You deserve more recognition. So I will work on that, because I do really appreciate you tuning in and watching along with me and having a conversation. You are a massive driving force in the channel, a massive part of the channel. And you will go down in the Hall of Fame. Actually, I'll probably speaking of Hall of Fame, I'll probably get something like that going. I'm just throwing out ideas right there. There's a lot of stuff to change about the overlay, about everything going on here. This is the beginning stages. It's the beginning stages. There's a lot of stuff that's going to change, a lot of more stuff that's going to come up. And hopefully it will be exciting for you lot. Hopefully you guys enjoy the changes. But speaking of enjoying the changes, I'll tell you one set of changes that they're not enjoying is the Man United changes, is Solskjaer's changes. And here they are. Juan Mata is now finally coming on, but it's too little, too late. Alex Tellez and Juan Mata are coming on. Potentially penalty takers. I presume that's why. I presume Tellez is going to take a penalty. And I presume Juan Mata is also going to take a penalty. United on the attack here. Again, straight ball to nobody. 2 minutes left of regulatory time. Mata is on for the penalties. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I'm thinking. I think, you know what, you could have taken a gamble and put him on a bit earlier, but he's definitely on for the penalties. Unai Emery looks like he's about to throw up. Mario Gaspar with the throw-in. Instead, it is going to be stopped to allow Alex Tellez and Juan Mata to come on. No, it's not. No, it's not. They're not putting them on. They're allowing them to take the throw-in. Now holding off the ball, and they have earned themselves no corner. It's a Man United free kick. A Manchester United free kick. Here they go. The subs are on. Juan Mata and Alex Tellez are on the pitch. Luke Shaw and Scott McTominay making way. What do you guys think about that? Do you have confidence in Tellez and Mata's ability from the spot? Another thing, by the way, as you can see these things down here, the Twitch, the YouTube, and the Twitter. What I do need to get there is also my Instagram handle, because if you do want to stay up to date on what I am streaming, what I am doing, what I am working on, the best way is through my Twitter, and most importantly, through my Instagram, because that is where I'm most up to date, letting you know what's going on and just conversating with you lot. So if you follow me on Insta, we'll be able to speak a lot more, you know, when I am off camera, and discuss things. Because I want to hear what you guys want. It's not about what I want to do. I want to hear about the changes you guys want to the stream, to the content. This is our channel. It's not my channel. It's our channel. Luke Shaw here with the throw-in. And it's looking like they're heading for penalties. If Villarreal have something to say about it, that won't be the case though. Trigueros now on the ball. It's not even Trigueros, so I don't know why I said that. I'm losing the plot. That's full time, I presume. It's got to be full time now. Solskjaer writing down on the notepad. And that is it. The full-time whistle has gone. Solskjaer is working on the order for his penalty takers. It is penalties. United are going to win the penalties. You definitely hope so, don't you? You definitely hope so. This is it. 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 And this is the man that Man United will be looking towards. This man here. This is the man who Man United will be relying on from the spot. I presume he is going to be the 5th penalty taker. I thought Paul Pogba was going to be one of the penalty takers, but he has been taken off. Who are your 5? I hear what you say. Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, Cavani, Fred penalties, but Pogba is out. So who do you think will take the penalties? Who do you think the 5 will be? Of course, we can all guarantee this man is going to be one of the people taking the penalties here. But who else do you think will be taking the penalties? Who do you think the order will be? Who do you think it will be for either teams? I think Francis Coquelin will take one for Villarreal. I feel like Pau Torres will take one. I also think Paco Alcacer will take one. Paco Alcacer are rate to score. But this is it. Penalties. The whole game has led up to this. The whole Europa League tournament has led up to this moment. Let's get the energy going. Let's get the beers going. Let's get everything going, because the next 5 minutes will decide exactly who are going to take them. Bruno, Mata, Cavani, Tejes, and drumroll please. Who's the last one gonna be? Daniel James. No. I'm not sure about that one. I was with you until the last one. Daniel James, I don't see scoring a penalty. I mean, do we need to go back to this? To this? Need I say any more? Then... Oh, mate. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm not sure about that Daniel James one. Rashford's off the pitch, unfortunately for you. Oh, no, he's not. No, he took Pogba off, didn't he? Rashford's still on. Rashford is still on the pitch, isn't he? Is he on? Am I losing the plot? He's on the pitch, right? Yeah, Rashford's on the pitch. Rashford will take one then. Rashford will. I feel like what you said could be right, except Rashford will take instead of Dan James. And I feel like Bruno Fernandes will be left last to take his penalty. Left last. This is it, boys. This is what the whole tournament has been leading up to. Penalty shootout. And I will just completely change the scoreboard, because although it's 1-1, it's 0-0 on the shootout. This is it. 1 to 5 on the shootout. It's coming to you live. Now, Rui and David De Gea over to the referee. They have a little handshake, possibly a handshake of friends, a friendly handshake, but it certainly won't be any shit, giggles or laughs between the two Spanish-speaking goalkeepers, of course, one being Argentinian and one being Spanish, of course. Villarreal will step out first. Steps to the spot. Passes it into the left-hand corner. Gerard Moreno makes it 1-0 to Villarreal from the spot. It is 1-0 to Villarreal. I repeat, 1-0. This is it. Who's going to come to the spot first for Man United? Rui tries to rub the ball up. For your prediction, Atomic, it would require no more goals to go in for them, for Villarreal, for your 4-1. Juan Mata, the first to the spot. The Spaniard, the special Juan, taps to the spot and whips it. Top left. It is 1-1 from the shootout. 1-1. Energy coursing through the veins. Look at Mason Greenwood's face there. He looks like he's about to crap himself. He's under so much stress. The tension, the energy, it's coursing through everyone's veins right now. You can see the tension, the scares, the panic, the fear. 1-1. Villarreal to the spot now. And he's whipped it! Bottom left, 2-1. 2-1. David De Gea left in no man's land there. Number 27, Alex Tellez from the spot now. Alex Tellez taking the ball at his feet. The man, you said, you've called it right so far. Mata and Tellez brought on especially for penalties. Will he let the manager down or will he prove his decision to be right? Alex Tellez now whips it bottom left, and the two substitutions in extra time have been proved to be correct. They have proved to be the correct decisions from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. 2-2 on the night on penalties so far. Of course, 1-1 being the full-time score. If you are looking at the scoreboard, this is the penalty shootout scoreboard. 2-2. Who's going to take to the spot next for Villarreal? 3 shots left potentially to decide the winner of the Europa League. It looks like it's Bacca. No, it's not. It's not Bacca. Number 17. He's ripped it. Oh, De Gea's got his hand to it, but it's not good enough. And Paco Alcacer ends up slotting it into the bottom left-hand corner. Oh, he's got a hand to it, De Gea. He's got his hand to it, but not a strong enough connection. Not a strong enough connection. 3-2 Villarreal. Who will be the first to miss? It's Bruno. Bruno. If anyone's going to score a penalty, you'd think it's Bruno. Bruno Fernandes now steps to the spot. Hop, skip and a jump. He doesn't hop. He doesn't skip. He doesn't jump. But what he does do is slot it into the bottom left-hand corner. It's 3-3 now. Still yet to miss. Everybody is yet to miss. Just again, Rui getting his right hand to it this time. Not a good enough connection though. And it is 3-3. 2 penalties left for each side. Who are you guys putting your money on? It's Alberto Moreno, the former Liverpool player. And he rips it into the bottom right-hand corner. It's 4-3 to Villarreal. Everybody yet to miss now. And that goal alone could have put him back into Liverpool folklore. It's 4-3 to Villarreal. Of course, they did take the first penalty and they are using the A-B penalty structure. Marcus Rashford now. He hasn't had the best game. It hasn't been one of his finer performances. But what he is lethal from the spot. He's an ice-cold killer. And will he finish now? He steps up, poised with his right foot. Takes a deep breath, runs to the side, carves it up, slows down his run up. And it's cool, calm, collected from Marcus Rashford. It's 4-4. The next miss could be vital. Sudden death indeed. This is it. Dani Parejo steps to the spot for Villarreal to potentially win Villarreal the tie, to give them the advantage in the shootout, to have made it 100% conversion rate. Parejo steps up and he doesn't miss. It's 5-4 Villarreal. This is it now. 5-4, 100% conversion rate so far. Who's going to step up for Man United? Who is going to step up to the plate? Parejo finishes. Juan Foyth in delirium. Here we go. Who's stepping up for the Manx? It's Cavani. It's El Matador, the Uruguayan. Will he finish the job or will he choke and give Villarreal the lead and the trophy? He doesn't choke, he doesn't blunder, he doesn't make a mess. It's 5-5. Nobody yet to miss. Now we're in a situation where they're going for their second string line of players. Every side scored. Every side has scored. This is it. Who's going to miss? It doesn't look like anyone's missing. They've all been perfect penalties. Aside from 2 which had fingertips to them. But even then, they were right in the corner and they were hit with venom and pace. Villarreal now. Straight down the middle. It's 6-5. 6-5. This could go on all night at this rate. I tell ya. I might have to forget my food. My belly is rumbling, but forget that. I might be here all night watching these penalty shootouts. We might see 2.0 for everyone. Here we go. It's Fred. Fred, to make himself an icon in Manchester. To make himself a Man United hero. Europa League Final. He steps to the spot. He has to score to keep his side in it. And it's a beautiful penalty into the bottom right corner. It's 6-6. It's ridiculous. Nobody's missing. And Robbie Savage is absolutely bloody losing the shit. He's having a boner over there. He's throbbing. He's just called Fred's penalty sexy. All right, Robbie Savage, calm down, mate. You may have had a few too many magnums. All right. I know it was a beautiful penalty, but come on, lad. Raul Albiol now. Bottom right hand corner. It's 7-6. Nobody wants to miss. Puppet, mate. I know exactly why you're not typing in the chat right now, Puppet. It's because there's not only bricks falling out of your ass right now. There's a fucking cement mixer falling out of your ass. Because, mate, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. 7-6. Nobody's missed a penalty. The first person to miss will be rude. It's Dan James now. Dan James slots the penalty away. It's 7-7. Nobody's missing. What's going on? What is going on? It's 7-7. Nobody misses. Exactly. Nobody's missing. What is going on? What is going on? Oh! What is going on? Francis Coquelin steps to the spot. I feel like he's going to miss. I don't know what it is. I feel like he's going to miss. Robbie Savage has even just called it. He agrees with me. But because of that, he scored. It's 8-7. It's 8-7. Beautiful penalty into the top right-hand corner. We could be getting to fucking David De Gea and Rui territory. That's a fantastic penalty. 8-7. This is ridiculous. None of them could find the target, really, throughout the duration of that game. Nobody seemed to have the ability to find their target. But now, they can't miss the target. It's Luke Shaw. El Tubby Tub Tubs. El Tubador. Steps up. He whips it. And it's saved, but it's trickled into the net. It's 8-8. That could be it. That could be it. Rui has spilt it into his net. That could have been the chance. That could have been game, set and match. He saved it, but he saved it into his own goal. That is simply not good enough from Rui. He's going to be gutted. He's going to be absolutely gutted with that one. It's 8-8. Wayne Rooney is pissing his pants over there. After a save like that, which palms it into his own goal, you just feel like it's not going to be Villarreal's day. But I could be wrong. Mario Gaspar steps to the spot. Gaspar to make it 9-8 in the shootout. He runs forward and he rips it into the top left-hand corner of the net. (9-8) on the shootout. Everybody has scored. There hasn't been a single miss in the shootout so far. The crowd are going mental. Villarreal fans packed behind the goal. Axel Twanzebe now steps up. Rips a shot. It's 9-9. It's 9-9. What am I watching? What am I watching? It's 9-bloody-9. Everyone's flipping scoring, man. Is anybody going to miss? I'm going to be here all night. What's going on? Everybody's scoring. Not a single miss. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. David De Gea trying everything he can to put off the opposition team. He's standing there. He's walking slower than, I don't know what, than a geezer stuck in quicksand. I can't even think right now. Pau Torres rips it into the top left. It's 10-9. What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? What is going on? It's 10-9. It's 10-9. Is someone going to miss? Is someone going to miss? It's about to be David De Gea and Pau Torres. It's Victor Lindelof, the man who cost Manchester United the early goal. He's already cost his side once. Will he cost them again? He steps up to take the decisive penalty. And he rips it into the back of the net. It's 10-10. What the It's 10-10. It's 10-10. It's 10-10. What am I watching? What is this? What is this game? What is this game? This is crazy. Yes, it is crazy. It is crazy. What the hell's going on? What the hell? It's Rui now. Rui steps to the spot. And he scores top right. I've never seen better penalties than that. They're not even trickling in. These fucking brilliant penalties. And thank you for joining the stream, lad. You've come at a brilliant time because this is unfound of stuff. What's going on? Rui he's turned into prime Zidane there. It's David De Gea now. Could this be the reason he picked De Gea over? I don't know. I don't know if he's going to score. It's saved. It's saved. David De Gea has missed. Villarreal are Europa League champions. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be left in a state of disgrace. Atomic Puppet, I feel for you. I do feel for you. Having to go through that and losing is absolutely gut-wrenchingly painful. But Villarreal have done it. Unai Emery has done it. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's smiling, his hands shaking, but lad, you've thrown it away. You've bottled it there. I said penalty shootouts were always risky, and that is one of the most crazy penalty shootouts I've seen in my life. By Puppet, I don't blame you. Puppet, if you are still here before you go, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure having you here. It's been a pleasure having you. I'm sorry for you that it didn't work out for you. You've been a legend. I hope to see you soon. Well, when I will be streaming the Champions League final. I feel for you. That is painful. That is really bad for you. Ollie's fault. I can't help but agree with you there. Ollie's fault 100%. Thank you so much for coming along to the stream. I'm sure for you right now, you want to go and drink yourself to sleep. Man, I feel for you. I feel for you. That's not the way to go. Very poor decision from Ollie. It's been a pleasure speaking to you today. It's really made my night. Unfortunately for you, it couldn't make your night. It was a fantastic penalty shootout in the end. A fantastic win by Villarreal. 11-10 in the end. Villarreal, what a shootout that was. I've never seen anything like it. That was an absolutely fantastic penalty shootout. An absolutely crazy penalty shootout. David De Gea picked in the end, in the last minute decision. And that decision could have been their downfall because, of course, David De Gea did indeed convert the final penalty. A lot of questionable decisions from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer there. Man United should have had the game wrapped up well before that. Villarreal basically hanging on for dear life at times. But Villarreal did end up winning the game. It is 11-10 and it is Villarreal who win the Europa League. It is Unai Emery who wins his 4th European trophy, making Arsenal look like Muppets for letting it go. And speaking of Muppets, there's a puppet in the chat who's not going to be happy, and I don't blame him. But if you're a Villarreal fan right now, you are absolutely buzzing. You have just gone through one of the most tumultuous penalty shootouts you will ever likely to see, and you've come out on the good side. That's an absolutely crazy, I've never seen a penalty shootout like it. That is the beauty of football. That is the beauty of the Europa League. It's been a crazy game. It's been a roller coaster of emotions. There's been ups, there's been downs, there's been twists, there's been turns, there's been lefts, rights, all over the gaff, ups, downs, diagonals. There's been everything. And it's been a crazy game. It's been a crazy ride that you guys have joined me for. And I thank you guys all for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure to speak with you guys tonight. It's been a dream. I was going to watch the game anyway, but why not watch it with you guys? With the people that mean so much to me. There's no one in the world that means more to me than you guys. It means a lot. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Unfortunately for my good mate, Puppet, it wasn't to be. But fortunately for Villarreal fans out there, it was to be for you. So if you're happy or you're disappointed today, that's the nature of football. You'll get over it. It's football. It's a cruel, cruel world. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has found that out tonight the hard way. He has. And I will be back for an even bigger and better stream for the Champions League final. Of course, if there is any reprieve for Man U fans out there, it is that you are going to be playing in the Champions League next year. So you won't have to worry about this tournament. You'll be straight into the Champions League next year. So that is what you can look forward to. And the Champions League final is going to be an absolutely mouth-watering one on. I'm going to try and improve the quality of the stream even more before then. And I've got some big things planned for you guys. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you lot. It's been an absolute pleasure watching the game. And it's been a beautiful game of football. It's been a great night. I've enjoyed it myself. I've had a few beers here. I've had a great time. I'm sure you guys have had a great time as well. It's been a good time in general. And I thank you guys so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. As I always say, I am going to love you and leave you now. Make sure you're here for Sunday for the famous stream. Saturday, sorry, for the stream of the Champions League final. I'm going to be starting it an hour before, getting the drinks in with you lot. And let's just have a good conversation, have a good time, and just shoot the shit. And make our predictions. Put some money on the line. I am going to be putting a big bet on the line for that. You do not want to miss it. And I hope to see as many of you lot there as there were today. I thank you guys so much for it. Honestly, I'm smiling. It means so much to me that you guys were willing to stick around throughout the stream. If there are any final words, I will take them now from you lot. But thank you guys for watching. It makes me so happy. Just to speak to you a lot. It really does. It really, really does. But thank you guys for watching. See you there.